From Cody High School inside the field house, I'm Eric Pauly with you here once again for Riverton High School basketball on the road, this time on a Monday night after this game was originally slated for last Saturday. It got shut down due to road closures, and well, I mean, you'll have that, right? And in Wyoming, it just kind of seems like we've had more than our fair share, but most of what we've had to deal with has actually been COVID-related when it comes to our high school basketball schedule across all the teams that we cover this year. Frankly, as far as weather goes, we've actually been relatively lucky. It just it fell that Jackson and Riverton and then Cody and Riverton ended up being rescheduled this season. But we're here. It's senior night for the Phillies and for the Bronx. And for your Riverton Wolverines and Lady Wolverines, it is the last regular season game of the season. And we will join the 4A West Regional Tournament on Thursday, which, I mean, gratuitously is at home. We get to play at Riverton for both teams, which a lot of teams did not get the pleasure of doing so this year. They ended up in quadrants and regional tournaments. They got moved around. Things were weird. For Riverton, we get a home slate, which is nice. You get to sleep in your own bed, play in your own gym, and hopefully come home with some W's. Now, we do have a lot of basketball to talk about this week, and what I mean is that we have 1A, 2A state taking place this week, and it starts on Wednesday with our coverage of the Du Bois Rams. Ernie Over will have the call of the game as they make their way into the state brackets, and then on Thursday, Cody's going to make the trip down there. We have Wyoming Indian girls, Shoshone girls, Wind River boys in the mix as well. So we've got a good slate of teams from Fremont County headed to the state tourney, and we'll take a full look at all those games, the schedule, and what we'll be doing for you broadcast-wise here coming up in just a bit. First here on the Bailey Enterprises pregame show, let's take a peek at the matchup here between the Phillies and your Riverton Lady Wolverines. Now, these two teams did meet in Riverton 3 weeks ago, and I will apologize to the listeners out there. I did not make it to that game. It was the one game this season that I wasn't able to find.
What's with 30?
Oh, I'm on air, man. Hold on. One game we weren't able to find coverage for on that Saturday. Now, later on, we were able to get coverage for that Green River game. Now, the Phillies took that one. The score was not close. It was 52-19, and Riverton boys got the W on the home court there for the Bronx. And that score was 61-43. So we had a split. The Phillies team is pretty stacked. Now, looking at their stat line for this one, it's Molly Hayes averaging 11.7 points per game, and she leads in pretty much every statistical category. She has 6 rebounds per contest, 3 assists, and turns the ball over about 2.5 times per game. So she's the point guard, the lead, the rebounder, leading scorer, you name it. And then another familiar name here, the Radakovich last name, Izzy Radakovich, averaging about 5 points per game. And she leads the team in steals with about 3 per contest as well. So those are some key players from the Phillies to look out for. We'll go through the full starting lineups here in just a bit, as well as a look at those state matchups here for 1A and 2A. Back after this timeout, it's the Bailey Enterprises pregame show on K.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. If you're a teenager, you're old enough to know that bad things happen sometimes. You can't change the past, but you can have a big impact on the future. Your future is what you make it, so hang out with positive friends and family members who encourage you to be your best. Just because you may not be able to see and understand your strengths doesn't mean that others can't. Often the people who know you the best know you better than you know yourself. You are valued. This message brought to you by the Fremont County Prevention Program.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, it makes sense to choose an insurance agent who lives in Fremont County. Your local Allstate agent, Bill Brown, knows the ins and outs of both owning and protecting your home. Call Bill today for a free quote at 856-6573.
Welcome back to Lady Wolverines basketball on KTAK 93.9 FM. Let's take a peek at our coverage here for the state basketball tournament. Now, we'll start with, we're going to cover the teams that we cover right here in Fremont County. The first game will be DuBois and Casey. The boys, they tip off at noon on Wednesday, and they have a potential of 2 games there on Wednesday between, not a potential, but one way or another. They're going to play 2 games, but potentially 2 games on Wednesday. If they win, they play 2 games on Wednesday. Their first game at Casper College against KC. DuBois, the 2 seed out of the West, KC, the 3 seed out of the East. And then on the 2A boys side of things, Wind Rivers, the 3 seed out of the West, they play Pine Bluffs, the 2 seed out of the East. That's at 1:30 on Thursday. And, I'm sorry, that's not on Thursday. That's on Friday. On Friday. And that will be Pine Bluffs, Wind River at 1:30. We'll carry that game for you on KWYW 99.1 FM. If they win, they play again on the same day. If they lose, they would play again on Saturday, the way that elimination bracket works. And then for the 2A girls, it's actually the only place we really double up. We have Shoshone girls and Wyoming Indian girls. Now, the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs, they are the 1 seed. They have Pine Bluffs at 9 a.m. That's rough. 9 a.m. on Friday. They win. They play again on Friday at 4:30. And they would play Shoshone if Shoshone wins. They are the 3 seed out of the West. They face Sundance, the 2 seed out of the East, also at 9 a.m. So we'll know that 4:30 matchup right away. We'll carry both of those games for you. Shoshone will be on KWYW, and the Lady Chiefs will be on KFCW 93.1. Cody Beers, Ernie Over will be on the road for us for 1A, 2A. And then we have 3A regionals with Thermopolis to cover on Thursday. And Donnie Buras will have the coverage of that game. He will cover the Thermopolis boys in Douglas. And then we get our 4A games on the road here, or not, I guess, on the air at home for the Riverton boys and girls. It's National Anthem time here at Cody High School. We take a timeout. Back after this. You're listening to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show right here on KTAK and streaming live HD video at yotoday.com.
Is proud to sponsor youth sports for the best in fresh roasted coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the weekends. You'll enjoy the best locally sourced food at Brown Sugar Coffee, 203 Main Street in Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Tyler Watson State Farm is a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics. They believe youth sports are the gateway to future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field or in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes in Fremont County from the team at Tyler Watson State Farm. 618 Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by YDOT.
are building a stronger, safer CWC. Your health is our top priority. If you're coming to the CWC campus, please wear a mask and go online and fill out the daily wellness screening form at healthy.cwc.edu. Wear a mask when you arrive on campus. Find a health screening station in the Health Science Building or the Arts Center Theater. Check your temperature and you're on your way. Again, to fill out the daily wellness form, go to healthy.cwc.edu and we'll see you on campus.
Gales Carpet One is a proud sponsor of this Riverton Wolverines broadcast. Lombardi once said, "The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary." Gales wants to applaud these young athletes on their drive to become the best team possible and show the state of Wyoming what it means to be a Wolverine. Gales Carpet One, floor and home, 220 East Main in Riverton. Go Big Red!
Welcome back to Lady Wolverines basketball on KTAK 93.9 FM. It's streaming live HD video at wyotoday.com. It's time now to take a look here at our starting lineups. Now, it is senior day here for the Cody squad, so they've got some kids playing, well, let's see, just one, I think, that will be making the start that wouldn't normally. So we got, let's see, 23, Britton Bauer on the court, Schutzman on the court, and then Schroeder, Radakovich, and Neiman. It'll be Riverton basketball to start the game. Riverton starting with, well, their normal starting five here. Campbell up top. Here's a straightaway three. Savannah Martinez airmails that one and smiles on her way back to the other end of the court. Still zeros here on the Taco John's scoreboard. Working our way across midcourt here with hip high dribble is Neiman for the Phillies of Cody. I always get confused when we have Jackson or Sheridan and Cody. There's a left-handed layup on the board for Radakovich. He's got two. Some of them go by the Lady Bronx and some of them go by the Phillies. In this case, it is the Phillies of Cody. Errant pass across midcourt as Sid Bradley was looking for Ridgely, and it sails out of bounds. It'll be Cody basketball. 7:15 to play in the first, 2-0 on the Taco John scoreboard. Neiman at the top of the key. Now holding on to it is Schutzman. Sends it into the high post. Here's Radakovich facing up. Sends it low. A block there by Anna Hutchinson, and here comes Riverton the other way. For our radio listeners, Riverton rocking the black unis today with the cardinal numbering and lettering. Here's Martinez popping on a three, right side corner. Hits the rim this time, but not enough there. And outlet pass the other way, sails out of bounds, so they exchange turnovers early on in this one. Martinez on the inbounds. Gives this to Bradley. Back to Martinez. Working 1v1 here against Schutzman. Almost deferred there to Anna Hutchinson, but gives it to Ridgely, and then Bradley she kind of got the handoff there from Ridgely and sort of just punched it with her fist and goes out of bounds. It'll be Cody basketball. 6:28 to play. Haven't really lit up the scoreboard in this one just yet. Still 2-0 here on our Taco John scoreboard. Riverton playing the zone so far. Here's a deep three ball, nothing but nylon for Schutzman. And she's a shooter, folks. We saw her last year. This is Hutchinson working her way across midcourt. Gets past the pressure and then sends it back to Martinez on the right side wing. She dribbles in, kicks out to Ridgely. 5:50 to play here, first quarter, 5-0, and knotting up the basketball here right in front of the scorer's table is Izzy Radakovich with Winter Ridgely, and the arrows point for the Phillies. It'll be Cody basketball. Hip high dribble across midcourt. Radakovich, top of the key. Deed up there by Sheets, who was checked into the game. Now on the far side corner, a head fake, and then tossing over the top is to Bauer. And then left side baseline, here's a jumper from Schroeder. That doesn't fall. Contested rebound goes the way of the Phillies, and then Hutchinson nearly steals it away. And they're going to whistle Sid Bradley for the foul as she was trying to get the basketball away from Schutzman. 5:33 to play in the first. 5-0 lead for the Phillies. Inbounds underneath. Cody can't find anybody, and then they'll do the outlet pass out here to Bauer at the top of the key. Sends it in the paint, and then right back out of it will be Schutzman into the paint, dribbling in, and then a kick for a three over the top of the backboard. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Riverton basketball. The Lady Wolverines with another possession. Full court pressure coming from the Phillies. Martinez will lose the basketball, stolen away, and making the layup for the Phillies is Neiman. Kennedy Neiman. A couple of Neimans on the roster here. Reese, the younger of the two, was a stellar point guard as a freshman. Here's another steal. Bauer steals it away from Riverton, and she'll be fouled on the layup. She goes to the free throw line 2 times. So 7-0, 5 minutes to play in this one. And at the free throw line, Bauer, a 61% free thrower on the season, sends it up and in. A couple of substitution for the Phillies. Let's see, Molly Hayes and Neiman checking in. Hayes actually the leading scorer, just now getting in, but as a freshman, that's kind of expected. 10-0 now as another turnover leads to points, and that time it was Schroeder for 2. Riverton with the basketball. Sheets takes it to the baseline, jump stops, gets caught in the trap, and then a timeout taken here by Coach McIntosh. 10-0 with 4:41 to play in the first. Riverton wants to talk, and we go with them. You're listening to Lady Wolverines basketball on KTAK and streaming live HD video at YO Today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Welcome back, Lady Wolverines basketball, KTAK and YOtoday.com. Anna Hutchinson with the basketball for Riverton. Gets stopped immediately after the inbounds. Tries for Bradley. She scoots by midcourt, kills the 10-second clock. 4:03 to play. Sheets with the basketball. Keeps her dribble up top, then terminates. And sends it out of bounds. She was looking for Campbell in the corner. And somehow that was last touched by Schutzman here for the Phillies. And one official point one way, the other point the other way, but it'll be Riverton basketball on the road here. It's Bradley, gives it into Hutchinson. She'll turn it face up right away. Tries it off the glass, a little bit too much sauce on it. It rims out, but she'll head to the free throw line. And Anna on the season has been kind of middle of the pack when it comes to free throws. She shoots about 61%. And misses the front side, still 10-0 here on our Taco John scoreboard. Second shot, that rims out as well. Rebound, wiped off the glass by Schroeder. And here come the Phillies the other way. 3:43 to play in the first. They hold on to a 10-point lead. Schutzman attacks and then kicks. Partial block in the corner there. Nice job by Savannah Martinez closing the gap there and gets the block on Neiman. Now it's Riverton basketball across midcourt. Campbell to Sheets, now Martinez tries to penetrate and has it knocked away, and then Schutzman on the run with it, tries the left-handed layup, and it goes over the rim. Rebound and the putback falls for Hayes. The freshman gets her first buckets. And a 5-second call. Riverton not able to get the basketball in. And just frustration here for the Lady Wolverines to start this one off. They trail 12-0 again. The last time these two teams met down in Riverton, it was 52-19 in favor of the Phillies. Riverton has since seen some stiff competition, to say the least. Natrona County 2 weeks ago. Tough one with Jackson last week in the paint. And great ball speed, actually, here from the Phillies. I think we have a foul away from the ball. We do. And, well, no, they're going to say it was a 3-second call. 3-second call against Boysen. But they were playing the triangle pretty strong there, as Riverton will turn the ball over on the inbounds, and then a hard foul there from Sid Bradley will send the Phillies to the free throw line once again. And taking the bucket attempts this time, Molly Hayes. She is a 75% free thrower. She's 47 of 63 on the season, and she nets that one. Second shot, sinks low and lets go of this one, finds the back of the net. She's got 4 points. Substitution for Riverton as Bradley takes a seat with 2 fouls. Sheets comes back into the ball game. Hutchinson still looking to get her across midcourt here off of the inbounds. Finds Martinez, and then she just throws it over her shoulder. Wide open underneath is Campbell, and there are the first points for the Riverton Lady Wolverines in the ball game. And that was Martinez kind of just throwing it from her hip. 2:19 to play in the first, 14-2 contest. Neiman into the paint and traveling with the basketball. There's the call. Allie Boysen gives it up. Substitution, and Boysen will check out. Checking in is Radakovic. Just 3 seniors for this Cody team, and while those 3 seniors are big contributors, they're going to be very good here for a couple of years. Hutchinson working against the press, throws it across midcourt, stolen away, and then sets herself up to take the charge. Nice job not quitting on the play for Anna Hutchinson. Gets in the right place at the right time so often, leads the team in charge, taking charges this season. Gives the inbounds to Campbell. Back to Hutchinson, and another turnover for Riverton. She was looking for Sheets in the front court and ends up being Phillies basketball. Now Hutchinson takes it away again. Martinez crossing the timeline. No, goes back to Campbell. She'll cross the timeline, sitting on the center circle now as it ripped out. And that is the 5th turnover in the last 90 seconds for the Lady Wolverines. That one results in a bucket for Kennedy Neiman. She's got 4 now. 16-2. Riverton across midcourt, gives it to Ridgely on the right side. Dribbles back to the top of the key and gives it up to Hutchinson. Anna slows things down here and gives it to Savannah Martinez. Dribbles to the top of the key to Sheets. Has the ball poked out, but she retains. And if Riverton wants to be in this basketball game, I mean, 1, they've got to get across midcourt. Hutchinson with a carry call at the top of the key. The Cody basketball, but 2, they need to play the slow down here. They're giving Cody every chance in the world here to run them off the court. Say if Riverton gets the ball across midcourt, take your time, find your shot. It's the only way you're going to get back into this one. Riverton can hit from the perimeter. They just got to find some open space. Cody basketball, shot spin at the top of the key, deed up here as Riverton adjusts their zone, and Cody's going to see if they can shoot him out of it. Here's a foul over the back as Martinez gets a rebound. And they call this over the back foul against Kennedy Neiman. Sophomore picks up her first foul. 3 team fouls apiece with 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It's 16-2. Riverton trailing the Phillies. Hutchinson behind her back, nearly loses it. Now she has to pick up her dribble. Throws it over the top, and it is taken away. Riverton just not able to get past the full court pressure of the Phillies. And the thing is I don't think this is the strongest zone they've seen this year. I mean, the strongest press they've seen this year. Here's a deep three from Schutzman, top of the key with 7 seconds. She misses. Putback is a little bit too soft from Neiman. And then we got a whistle on the rebound. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Riverton basketball with 2.8 seconds on the clock. Hutchinson directing some traffic and can't find anybody, and there's another 5-second call. That's the second one of the first quarter. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Cody is suffocating Riverton right now. Schutzman, head fake and a take, throws it up as time runs out, and misses. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 16-2. We take a timeout. You're listening to Lady Wolverines basketball on KTAK and streaming video at Wild.
The health teams at Lander Medical Clinic are excited to help with the administering of COVID vaccines at 8195 Highway 789. Currently, they are scheduling patients 65 years and older. If you would like to get the COVID vaccine, please call 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic has worked tirelessly to continue to provide superior care to the Fremont County community with increased telemedicine, a safe urgent care, an updated air purifying system, and now the addition of COVID response locations.
Lehman Studios is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Lehman Studios offers sports cards, mugs, statuettes, plus several photo package options. Visit us today at 210 West Main in Riverton. Lehman Studios, 856-3941.
Welcome back to Lady Wolverines basketball here on KTAK and WildToday.com. And I apologize, folks. I said Sydney Bradley instead of Olivia Bradley, and I will use my crutch of I have a 4-month-old. I'm in survival mode right now. I look like I've slept about, I don't know, 6 hours. Running on about 4 today, but sorry about that. I misspoke. Here he is, Olivia with the basketball. Gives it up near side. Judd. Martinez flashing the paint. Nice bounce pass. She gets it up and got bumped pretty good there. No whistle, missed the shot, and it will be Cody basketball the other way. Schutzman whips it down low to the baseline, and having to save it back in bounds that time was Hayes. It ends up back in Riverton's hands. And Olivia Bradley loses the basketball. I'm not quite sure what happened there. She was trying for a pass or if she just lost the handle on it, but this time it went the way of the Phillies. Schutzman, another three. This one finally falls for her. She's got 2 in the ball game, but she's got to be like close to 2 of 10 right now in the first quarter. The second quarter, another takeaway here is Riverton just struggling to get the ball across midcourt right now. And Bradley with a foul. As going up for that one was Britton Bauer. Bradley will have 3 fouls now, and that's probably the last we'll see of her in the first half. At the stripe, Britton Bauer, a 61% free thrower. Cody actually, among their starters, might be one of the best free throw shooting teams in the state. As she knocks that one in. Bauer now with points in the game. Their team average is 67. Among their starters, I think they're much higher than that. You look at the kids that have significant playing time, they're shooting between 75 and 77% as a team, I bet. Turnover for Riverton there on the outlet pass. And, well, folks, if you've listened to my broadcasts, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, you've heard me talk about body language. Easy jumper for Schutzman there. She's got 8. And the body language right now, the Lady Wolverines, is that of frustration. They've got that shoulder slump, and some of the girls not really hustling up and down the court, and it's tough in games like these. You know, it's a 21-point contest with 6.5 minutes left in the first half, and Riverton just a little overmatched today. Hutchinson in the paint off the front of the rim. Good effort, misses the shot. She'll head to the free throw line. Only points on the board right now for Riverton come from Shaylee Campbell. She's got 2. And Hutchinson just off the mark there on the free throw. Riverton traveled well, considering it's a Monday. Second shot for Hutchinson is no good. Rebound is Martinez, and she's unable to get the putback to fall. Kind of a sloppy pass here across midcourt. It's going to end up in a jump ball. And the arrows point for the Phillies. 23-2 on the Taco John scoreboard. Judd, Sheets, Hutchinson, and Martinez in the game. Is a dribble drive on the left side. Floater off the glass does not fall for Radakovic. And it is knocked out of bounds, last touch by Cody. Fegler also in the game for Riverton. Hutchinson looking for an inbounds, finds Fegler, far side of the court, and gives it right back to Hutchinson in transition, gets it to Martinez, waiting on the shot, and puts a little bit too much on it, bounces off the rim, Cody the other way. Schutzman in the paint here, gets tangled up, and a blocking foul whistled against Martinez will send Schutzman to the free throw line 2 times. (23-2). 6:02 to play. And the front side layup is good. Or front side free throw is good from Schutzman. Second is off the front of the rim. That won't fall. Hutchinson gets the board. And fell down in front of the scorer's table. Had to throw it back in bounds, and it is an easy layup for Radakovic. I'm not sure what happened there. Judd gets the basketball thrown to her by Martinez all the way across midcourt. 26-2 with 5:41 to play. Martinez in the paint, up off the glass, strong take, and she's heading to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2 times. And I think Hutchinson just got smashed against the sideline there between 2 defenders and was hoping there was somebody behind her to get the basketball, but there was not. Martinez misses the free throw. And Campbell checks back into the game. She'll spell Sheets. 26-2, and Savannah will get the backside. So now 26-3. So Riverton with their second player on the board with 5:30 to play in the second. Tough shot underneath. Boyson was partially blocked there by one of the Lady Wolverines and was still able to get a good look at it, but Riverton recovers the rebound and they set up the offense. Fegler at the top of the, Judd at the top of the key. Right side to Hutchinson, and she'll take it to the paint and has it ripped out on the blocks. Schutzman in transition, puts it onto the corner to Neiman. Now down low in the paint, Boyson turns and faces and then pivots back outside. Here's Schutzman for 3. A little bit too soft, and rebound there for the post. Allie Boyson, she gives it back to the outside, scooping up a shot is Reese Neiman. And she's fouled on the way in. (26-3), 4:50 to play in the second. And the front side is no good. Substitution is Molly Hayes checks in. Backside with 4:50 to play, and this time it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Phillies on the score sheet already. Hutchinson trying to send everybody away. She'll run it off across midcourt, has her pocket picked, and it is knocked out of bounds, last touch by Neiman. Senior night here in Cody. Fegler with the basketball for Riverton, crossing over here at midcourt to Martinez. Kills the 10-second clock and hands it back to Judd. 4:28 to play, second quarter. Campbell at the top of the key, backs her way into the paint, hurls one up, and she's fouled on the attempt. She'll head to the free throw line 2 times. Front side for Shaley is good. And Shaley on the season, a 73% free thrower. She's got 3 points now, make that 4. She got both. 4:19 to play in the second. 27-5 here on the Taco John's scoreboard. A travel whistled in the paint as Allie Boyson was backing her way in. Savannah Martinez on the inbounds, gives it to Fegler and then gets it back. Martinez has it stolen away, and that was just kind of a sloppy pass again. A little bit too soft, and easy bucket on the other end for Molly Hayes. She's got 6. 29-5, 3:53 to play. Hutchinson across midcourt, carried the basketball, got away with that one. And then Campbell gets the pass, pops on a deep 2, and she's got 6 of Riverton 7. 29-7 here as we've got 3:30 to play in the first half. Backdoor cut, and then kicking back outside to Hayes for 3. She got it. And Hayes now with 8 points. No, make that 9 points. Hutchinson at the top of the key. Gives the basketball to Shayla Campbell. And Judd right side on the elbow to Hutchinson. Back to Martinez, straightaway 3 is off the back iron. Rebound Fegler, kicks to Campbell. She'll shoot the jumper, no. And then a foul on the rebound against Savannah Martinez as she reaches in on Molly Hayes. Martinez now with 3 fouls. So Martinez and Bradley both with 3. Sheets, Campbell, Fegler, Judd, and Hutchinson in the game right now for Riverton. Free throw is good from Molly Hayes. She hasn't missed today from the free throw line. Gives her 10 points on the front side of the 1-and-1. And she will miss on the backside. Rebound Phillies. That was like a two-handed layup from the hip there. That was weird for Reese Neiman. She misses the shot. It goes over the rim, and then on the putback attempt, Allie Boyson is fouled by Riverton with 2:42 to play. First foul against Ella Judd. Getting ready to check in for Riverton is Olheiser. And the free throw falls for Boyson. Judd will take a break. Olheiser comes in. She'll be down on the blocks. (34-7), 2:42 to play. And the backside falls for Boyson. Sheets to Hutchinson over the top to Olheiser across midcourt. Nice pass underneath to Campbell. Good for 2. That was good ball movement there from Riverton. 35-9. They answer back with 2:25 to play in the first half. Schutzman. Left side wing to Bauer. And in the paint to Neiman. Back to Bauer. She'll penetrate, stop, and then kick. Here's Boyson. Head fake and take on the baseline. Back out to the top of the key. Schutzman penetrates. Floater in the paint. That won't go. Rebound Cody. And Bauer is fouled on the putback. And she makes the shot. 37-9. 2:03 to play in the second. And at the free throw line on the season, Bauer is a 61% free thrower. She'll attempt the 3-point play. Ridgely back into the game for Riverton. Three-point play will fall for Bauer. She's got 6. Riverton basketball, Ridgely to Olheiser at the top of the key, back to Ridgely. Fegler flashes the paint and then gives it back outside to Campbell. Takes it to the free throw and back to Winter. Left side Olheiser on the elbow. And she has it stolen away. Schutzman will end up with the handles across midcourt. And Schutzman will take it all the way back here towards the center circle, slows it down. Left side to Bauer. Cross court to Neiman. Into the paint, Boysen up, and has it partially blocked by Ridgely. Olheiser and now Sheets with the handles. Sheets at the top of the key to Fegler. Wasn't quite ready for it. Kind of fumbled the pass and then had a good open look at a 3, so she took it, but it's wide right. And now the Phillies in transition. Bauer is fouled on the shot. She'll shoot 2 times. 38-9 with 60 seconds left here in the second quarter. And Bauer looking for her 7th and 8th points here. Double bonus. Makes the front. Boysen will check out. Checking in is Schroeder. And the backside, wow. Talk about a shooter's bounce. That thing hit the front of the rim, hit the back of the rim, popped up and hit the backboard, the top of the backboard, and then came back down and in. Another steal off the inbounds, and Schutzman fouled right away. She'll head to the free throw line, just about had the bucket too. Now 42-9. And Schutzman makes the front side free throw. 36, 9, 10. She's got 10 points. Second shot, you betcha, it's there. Campbell trying to get it across midcourt, finds Ridgely. And Ridgely tries it to Sheets, who is open underneath, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Riverton basketball. Off the inbounds, it'll be Sheets. 44 seconds left here in the second quarter. Olheiser gets the inbounds, goes back outside to Fegler, cross court to Ridgely. She'll take the baseline, spins, loses it, and a foul call. Sends Winter to the free throw line. She's a 33% free thrower on the season. And uses the glass to get that one. Hutchinson checks back in, and Fegler checks out. And missing the second one. Pops out, goes to Cody. In transition, Schutzman here on the baseline. Floater won't go. Rebound Riverton. Ridgely was there for it. And Hutch will take it across midcourt. Top of the key, left side to Sheets. Free throw line back to Olheiser. She'll pop on the 3 ball, wide left. Glances off the backboard, and Schutzman there for the rebound. 9 seconds on the clock. 44-10. She'll take it down to the baseline and kisses it off the glass for 2. And that's the way the first half will end. 46-10 on our Taco John's scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. We come back with the Premier Bone and Joint halftime show on KTAK and WYO Today.
Today.com. Live soccer. We'll follow the Lander Valley Tigers soccer teams during their 2021 season. Free HD video broadcasts of the game coming soon to WYOToday.com.
What could be sweeter than candy for Valentine's Day? Saving money. And you'll save 10% store-wide all month long at Overhead Door. Save 10% on windows, doors, storm doors, shower doors, garage doors, entry doors from now till February 26th. Hi, this is Chuck Parmley with Overhead Door Company of Riverton Lander, inviting you to celebrate Valentine's Day the whole month of February by saving 10% store-wide. Estimates are free, so give us a call at 856-DOOR or come to our showroom at 600 East Main in Riverton.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines! Porter's Mountain View Supply is proud to support local high school sports teams. For home heating, outdoor grilling, and barbecue, along with the best in spas and hot tubs, see Porter's Mountain View Supply, your locally owned dealer. For top brands like Hearthstone, Quadrifire, and Blaze King stoves, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Green Mountain grills, Free Flow and Sundance spas, along with service after the sale, call Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton at 856-6993. Porter's.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression, and I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back to Lady Wolverines basketball here on KTAK. It's not one. The scoreboard right now shows 144-10. It's actually 41-10. So, the scoreboard broken, fortunately. I didn't realize that. The scoreboard says 144-10. That's not the case, 41-10 here on the Taco John scoreboard. Let's take a look here at our stat line in this one. We'll start with the Phillies. They are paced by Schutzman with 11, and then Hayes has 11. Boysen with 2, Schroeder with 2, 4 from Neiman, 4 from Radakovich, 8 from Bauer, and 1 from Reese Neiman. Now, for your Lady Wolverines, the only player with a field goal is Campbell. She has 8, and then Savannah Martinez with 1, and Ridgely with 1 from the free throw line, giving Riverton their 10 points. So 41-10 on the Taco John scoreboard, but Riverton with a long way to go here in this one. I'd say we're headed towards the running clock. Last time they saw each other, it was close to a 40-point contest. I want to say it was, 52-19, yeah. This time it's senior night, and, Phillies came to play. We'll take another timeout, see if we can, actually, we're not going to have any scores for you. It's weird playing on a Monday. So I won't have any scores to update you on, but I can take you around for a spin of what we're going to do during regional and state basketball this week. We have 3A, 4A regionals, 3A for Thermop. We'll follow the boys in Douglas, Riverton, of course, in Riverton for regionals, which is awesome. And then we have 1A, 2A state going on, Du Bois in the 1A ranks, and the Shoshone, Wind River, and Wyoming Indian in the 2A ranks. So we'll take a break. Back after this, we'll talk some more about that here on the Premier Bone and Joint Halftime Show on KTAK and streaming live video.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Long have our ancestors debated, taco or quesadilla. Now, Taco John's has finally found the answer. Both. Introducing the Chicken Quesadilla Taco. A taco made with a cheesy quesadilla shell filled with grilled all-white meat chicken and chipotle sauce. And now you can get 2 of them for just $5. History and tacos made. Taco John's. Crunching. Bigger, bolder, better.
Take care of your heart. You only get one, so eat well by avoiding salty, fatty foods and fill up on fiber and grains. Stay active. Shoot for 150 minutes of physical activity per week. Take your heart medications and call 911 if you're having any symptoms of a heart attack or stroke. Lander Medical Clinic cares about your heart, but no one should care more about your heart than you.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Lady Wolverines basketball, and the scoreboard's attracted a crowd. We've got a total of, no, there's currently 2. I'm not going to put the camera on them because they can hear me talking about them. There's 2 people that came over to work on it, and then 2 more people, and now they've brought in 2 others. So the minds are on it. Now they've reset things. So I think anyway, if you're wondering, if you're watching the video feed, it's 41-10. By my book, it's 41-10. Let's take it in favor of Cody. Let's take a look here at our broadcast schedule for you guys. What we've got going on. So 1A basketball will be the next game that we cover. That'll be Wednesday, and that is Casey and Shoshone. That game is at noon on Wednesday. We'll carry it for you on KWYW 99.1 FM. Ernie Over will have the call of that one, and then we have a little bit of a break there. Well, there's a possibility we have 2 games. If they win, they play again on Wednesday. If they lose, they play on Thursday. Then the quarterfinals for the 1A, 2A boys and girls, those aren't until Friday. So it's Wednesday, Thursday for 1A, Thursday, Friday for 2A, and it's the same thing next week for state for 3A, 4A. It kind of splits up that way. Then let's see, 3A ball. The Thermont boys, they're the 3 seed at the regional quad game in Douglas. And we'll have that game for you at 3 p.m. on Thursday on KDNO 101.7 Classic Country. And Thursday will also be when we pick up regional basketball for Riverton. Boys will likely play Rock Springs. This game does have an effect on outcome for everybody, but Riverton's sealed, but everybody else. And then for the girls' side, it is likely that Riverton will see Natrona again. They will see Natrona again. They won before, so it'll be Natrona. So those are the 2 games we'll have for you on Thursday. If they win, they play again. And if they lose, then you're out. You're not going to state. But winning, you're in, and then you play another one on Thursday, and then you would have a game on Saturday, all those games in Riverton. Now for the 2A ranks, it is, let's see, we'll start with the boys' side. We have Wind River playing Pine Bluffs at 1:30, and that game will be on KWYW 99.1 FM on Friday. And then on the girls' side, we have Shoshone and Wyoming Indian both playing at the same time different locations. Wyoming Indian will be at the Casper Event Center, which is now the Ford Wyoming Center. It's no longer the Casper Event Center. It's the Ford Wyoming Center, which is, well, now they got the score mixed up here. I mean, they say it's 44-10. Where did that come from? At 41. Yeah, there was $500,000 paid by Ford to have the naming rights to that building for, I think it was just 3 years, $500,000 for 3 years. And then we have Sundance and Shoshone. They play at 9 a.m. at Casper College, home of the T-Birds there, and that will be we'll carry that one on 99.1, and then Wyoming Indian will be on 93.1 for you. Now, due to an exclusive contract with an out-of-state media company, which is the NFH Network, which is NFHS Network, which is not actually the NFHS. It's a company called Play On Sports, owned by, at one point in time, Turner Broadcasting in Georgia. They have an exclusive contract. We cannot provide free video. We can't provide video at all during the postseason for regional and state, so we'll provide a video-audio broadcast. We'll actually be running a scoreboard on the audio stream. And that's just how we'll have to get by until the rules change and we get the ability to actually bid on the ability to do video here in state and keep those dollars local. Okay. Second half, 44-10. My book does not match the scorebook, the official scorebook. I had 41-10, and then at one point in time it was 144-10. But 44-10 is what we got here. I don't know. I had to have missed it. I missed something completely then. I'm not off by one on a free throw like you would normally see. So 44-10, the officials are saying go. So I'm wrong, they're right. And it will be Riverton basketball to start off the second half. Campbell with the basketball is stripped right away. Schutzman the other way with it, stutter step, and then lost it out of bounds. It'll be Riverton basketball underneath. Martinez on the inbounds, gives it to Bradley. And they've called off the pressure a little bit here, it looks like. Martinez gives it to Bradley, right side Hutchinson. And they go back to Savannah, top of the key, and then she just wings that thing right side to Campbell. It's a little bit too far inside, stolen away, and then Hutchinson takes it right back. Hutchinson steps through, and a jump ball gives the basketball right back to Cody off of a tied-up rebound. Neiman with the basketball picked up by Bradley at midcourt. Bradley playing with 3 fouls. Martinez playing with 3 fouls. Schutzman, the basketball here on the perimeter, D'd up by Bradley, left side wing to Neiman. And then in the corner with it, Schroeder goes inside and stolen away as the pass from Radakovich went right to her. Bradley flips it back. Here's Campbell for 3. Off the back iron, and the rebound is going to result in a foul against Riverton. Bradley picks up number 4. So Bradley picks up her 4th foul with 6:45 remaining in the third. Cody with the basketball. Schutzman, near side wing, defended by Campbell, top of the key. They play catch a little bit here between Schroeder and her. And then a 3-ball, nothing but nylon from Britton Bauer. That'll make it 47-10. Hutchinson trying to dribble through some contact, and there's a whistle against Schroeder. .6:20 to play, and that's the first team foul against Cody here in the second half. Inbounds will be Campbell right in front of her own bench. Slaps the basketball and nobody moved. And Sheets comes out to get it. Takes it across the court. Terminates her dribble. She's in trouble. Finds Hutchinson. She dribbles the paint, steps through a couple defenders, and gets a layup. Nice take for Hutchinson, gets her first points of the ball game. 47-12, 6:02 to play. Riverton trailing the Phillies in Cody. Neiman with the basketball, right side wing to Bauer. Underneath to Schroeder, off the glass for two. That was a nice overhead pass to the back door. Campbell has her pocket picked at midcourt. Bauer for a layup. And the rout is on, 51-12. 5:33 to play in the third. Hutchinson crosses midcourt. Martinez catch and shoot three over the rim. And in transition, Schutzman gets it, throws it over the top. Bauer wide open underneath. Good for two. 53-12, 5:08 to play in the third. Cody going to go to their bench here. This is Hutchinson. Cross over to the elbow to Campbell and lost her dribble, got it back, and then Martinez misses about a 3-foot jumper. On the other end, here's a left-handed shot from Izzy Radakovich, and no need for the glass. She got nothing but net. 55-12 now on the Taco John's scoreboard. 4:32 to play in the third. Hutchinson attacks the free throw line, and she is fouled. It'll be the second team foul against the Phillies. Clock continues to run. Mercy rule is in effect. Substitutions as Judd and Fegler come in. Campbell and Ridgely check out. And checking out will be Schroeder and Radakovich for the Phillies. Checking back in. It'll be Reese Neiman. And here's a near takeaway, and then a kind of a pile of humanity on the ground here. Jump arrows say it stays with Riverton. So Fegler will do the inbounds. Also back into the game is Molly Hayes, the freshman, for the Phillies. Hutchinson throws the left side corner. Fegler catch and shoot on a three ball, misses everything, goes out of bounds. Nope, saved back in bounds, and then a travel. I think Boysen thought it went out of bounds, so she started to step out of bounds to send it inbounds, but anyway, it'll be Riverton basketball. Jessa Lynn and Avi Meyer checking in for the Phillies. First time we've seen them, so the Phillies are 100% bench now. And they get a steal. Lynn with the basketball gives it to Meyer up to the top of the key. And Neiman will touch pass back outside. Shot missed. And getting her own rebound is Lynn. 2:35 to play in the third. Riverton trailing 55-12. Right side wing, Hayes is going to turn the ball over here. It'll be Riverton basketball. Substitution is Ridgely checks in, Martinez checks out. So it is Ridgely, Judd, Fegler, Hutchinson, and Sheets in the game. Ridgely, left side wing, gets to take a dribble, gives it to Fegler at the top of the key. Loses it, then chases it down. She'll dribble with the basketball. Brings it back to the left side wing to Ridgely. And Ridgely and Hutchinson are just going to kind of play a little catch here. Back top to Ridgely. Stops and throws it out of bounds. She was looking for Judd. Judd had begun her cut, and just a little miscommunication there. 90 seconds to play, third quarter, 55-12 on the Taco John scoreboard. Lynn with the basketball, far side to Neiman. Back to the top of the key now to Meyer. Certainly a little bit of a change in pace here with the bench in for the Phillies. A scramble on the floor as Sheets ties up Reese Neiman at the corner of the key, and it'll be Phillies basketball off the possession arrows. Substitution is Campbell checks back in and Hutchinson checks out. And a foul whistled against, I guess they're going to say pushing off on Neiman as she was trying to chase down the ball on the inbounds play. So Riverton basketball. Ridgely, left side wing, 30 seconds to play in the third. Judd at the top of the key has it stolen away, and here comes the freshman Molly Hayes on a wide open layup, and she is very fast. Makes it 57-12. Very fast. First time I've seen her really in open space there. And another steal. This time it's Ava Meyer for the layup. And that makes it 59-12 with the end of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. 60 seconds. 8 minutes left in this one. You're listening to Lady Wolverines basketball on KTAK and live HD video on WIO.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics at Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care. WRTA Bus Lines is back to their full weekday schedule, including routes on the Wind River Indian Reservation. The WRTA cleans their buses according to CDC guidelines several times a day, and face masks are required. All routes are free until further notice. Visit WRTAbuslines.com or the WRTA Facebook page for routes. And remember, don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelts, and keep all four wheels on the road.
59-12, 8 minutes remaining. The Phillies with their hands on the wheel and foot on the pedal in this one. Senior day here in Cody as Savannah Martinez with a nice little post move, misses the shot. And the Phillies have put their starters back in for the start of the fourth quarter. And a partially blocked shot of Izzy Radakovich ends up back with the Lady Wolverines. Bradley, playing with 4 fouls, has the basketball. Over to Campbell, left side wing. Martinez, catch and shoot 3 is over the mark. And in transition, Cody sees Schutzman open for a 3 on the near side wing, a little bit flat. The board is controlled by Bauer, and the Phillies reset. Back inside to Radakovich, she misses, and then wide open for 1 putback, 2 putbacks, and now 3 is, let's see, the first time it was Bauer. She was open on both of them and just missed the shot. And then fouling Neiman was Winter Ridgely. The third offensive rebound attempt for him. And she will miss the front side. Neiman has 4 points. So the starters, some of the starters coming out. The last we'll probably see of Bauer, Schroeder, and Schutzman. Second shot this time goes for Neiman. She's got 5. 60-12. 6:15 to play in the fourth. Campbell whips it around the top and then feeds originally looking for Martinez, a little bit too high, and it'll be Cody basketball off the turnover. 58-point contest right now, or a 48-point contest right now. With the basketball at the top of the key is Radakovich. Right side wing to Hayes, and then a swish on the 3. in the corner for Kennedy Neiman. That's her first 3-ball of the ball game. She's got 8 points. 63-12. Martinez, high post, looked low for Fegler, who was streaking in the paint there, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Phillies. Checking back into the game will be Lynn and Meyer, and that will spell the rest of the starters now for the Phillies. 63-12, 5:08 to play in the fourth. Riverton basketball, no more. Stolen away. And the running transition layup is good from Jessa Lynn. Makes it 65-12. 4:50 rolling here on the Mercy rule. Olheiser and Sheets checking in for Riverton. Out comes Campbell and Ridgely. And hold up, they put 2 in and 3 came out. Oh, Hutchinson came back in. So Fegler, Campbell, and Ridgely out. Hutchinson, Olheiser, Martinez, Sheets, and Bradley in the game right now. Free throw is good. So 66-12. 4:13 to play here in the fourth quarter. Sheets on the far side wing to Hutchinson, right side. Here's Martinez from deep. A little bit too much on it. Hayes on the rebound and puts it out in front to Boysen. Back out to the top of the key to Lynn. Right side wing Hayes, top of the key Boysen. And then left side baseline, catch and shoot for Lynn. It's too soft, rebound, gets her own. Steps in front of Olheiser for it, then back out to the top of the key to Meyer. Hayes back inside, here's Boysen, draws a quadruple team. And then on the far side baseline, head fake from Meyer, takes the paint. Layup is good. Hutchinson was hoping for a charge, and she's not going to get one. 3:15 to play, 68-12, fourth quarter. Sheets, left side to Bradley. Gives it to Olheiser. Up top, Hutchinson. Starts right, goes left in the paint. And floater doesn't go. Controlled by Hayes the other way. 2:50, fourth quarter, 68-12, and the deep three does not go. The putback does not go. And the Phillies try to save the ball back in bounds unsuccessfully. So here comes the bench from Riverton. Sadie Witzel checks into the game. And let's see, it'll be Witzel, boy, I lost another one. Here's Bradley. And a big cheer from the Cody crowd as one of their bench players gets ready to check in. Bradley throws it back out to the wing is Anderson. 2:02 to play, and Riverton with a bucket. And a timeout taken here by the Phillies. We'll take a timeout, back after this on K.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The health teams at Western Family Care are excited to help with the administering of COVID vaccines at 609 East Monroe Street. Currently, they are scheduling patients 65 years and older. If you would like to get the COVID vaccine, please call 856-6591. Western Family Care has worked tirelessly to continue to provide superior care to the Fremont County community with increased telemedicine, a safe urgent care, an updated air purifying system, and now the addition of COVID response locations.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud.
Welcome back, folks. Oh, goodness. Well, you heard the crowd are up there, and the bench player for the Cody Phillips that the crowd was chanting for gets into the game and catch and shoot on a 3-ball from no man's land. Bounces it off on the backboard, and well, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a 71-15 game, and that's pretty cool. That was Brindy Britton. 71-15 and 65 seconds to play, and you can't be mad about that. Clock continues to roll, and there's a moment that player will remember for the rest of her life, I'm sure. Kind of looked like Magic Johnson throwing up a hook from about 10 feet outside of the three-point line there. Witzel's free throws don't fall for Riverton. And this should run out the clock, folks. 71-16, and final points on the board will come from Lynn. Makes it 73-16. Anderson to Fegler, and a foul whistled here against the Phillies, and then he'll run the clock out there. So, well, Fegler might get a shot off here. She does. That's the final score, 73-16. And I mean, whatever turn of phrase you want, you've heard me use before, that's a 10 out of 10 game there. Riverton plays Cody 10 times. Cody wins 10 times. They were the better team. So 73-16. Final score. We'll come back with our Click It or Ticket postgame show back after this here on KTAK and WyoToday.com.
Football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. If you're a teenager, you're old enough to know that bad things happen sometimes. You can't change the past, but you can have a big impact on the future. Your future is what you make it, so hang out with positive friends and family members who encourage you to be your best. Just because you may not be able to see and understand your strengths doesn't mean that others can't. Often the people who know you the best know you better than you know yourself. You are valued. This message brought to you by the Fremont County Prevention Program.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, it makes sense to choose an insurance agent who lives in Fremont County. Your local Allstate agent, Bill Brown, knows the ins and outs of both owning and protecting your home. Call Bill today for a free quote at 856-6573. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to sponsor youth sports for the best in fresh roasted coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the weekends. You'll enjoy the best locally sourced food at Brown Sugar Coffee, 203 Main Street in Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Tyler Watson State Farm is a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics. They believe youth sports are the gateway to future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field or in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes in Fremont County from the team at Tyler Watson State Farm. 618 Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK and WyoToday.com. Now let's take a peek here at our stat line in this one. Now, honestly, I'm not a whole lot to go off of here for Riverton. We'll start there. 8 points from Shayla Campbell, Hutch had 2, Martinez with 1, Ridgely with 1. Let's see. Sheets with a 2, and then Bradley with a 1. Final score again was 73-16. On the other side, for the Phillies, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different players score. 15 from Bauer, 12 from Hayes, 11 from Schutzman, 8 from Neiman, 7 from Radakovich, 2 from Boysen, 4 from Schroeder, 4 from Meyer, 4 from Lynn, 1 from Neiman, Reese Neiman, 2 from Lynn, and a 3 from Britton there at the end to finish out the ball game. So final score 73-16 on our Taco John's scoreboard. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back with the boys pregame show. Now it is senior night, and they're supposed to be doing some senior festivities here between the games, and I could see some parents lining up in the lobby area right now. So sit tight. Senior night here in Cody.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by Y.Dot.
We are building a stronger, safer CWC. Your health is our top priority. If you're coming to the CWC campus, please wear a mask and go online and fill out the daily wellness screening form at healthy.cwc.edu. Wear a mask when you arrive on campus. Find a health screening station in the Health Science Building or the Arts Center Theater. Check your temperature and you're on your way. Again, to fill out the daily wellness form, go to healthy.cwc.edu and we'll see you on campus.
Gales Carpet One is a proud sponsor of this Riverton Wolverines broadcast. Lombardi once said, "The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary." Gales wants to applaud these young athletes on their drive to become the best team possible and show the state of Wyoming what it means to be a Wolverine. Gales Carpet One, floor and home, 220 East Main in Riverton. Go Big Red!
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains.
Welcome back, folks. Click or Ticket postgame show here for the Riverton girls. Our Player of the Game award is going to go to Shaylee Campbell. She was the leading scorer in this one for the Lady Wolverines. And I believe that's the third time she's won that this year from Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. As senior night festivities continue here in Cody, I don't think it'll be a super long one. They've got, I don't know, maybe a half dozen seniors between the girls and boys basketball team, and then I think they're doing cheerleading as well. Let's take a look here at the stat line for the pregame show for the boys. So we'll slide right into the Bailey Enterprises pregame show. And let's see. Now, the last time these two teams met, Riverton came out the victor in that one, and that was, it was either the second conference game or the first conference game of the season. The first go around between Cody and Rock Springs and all of those teams early on. Now, the first time these teams met down in Riverton, I was not there. Apologize about that. I thought I had COVID, but I did not. I did have the flu. I got one of those PCR tests and tested negative for COVID, but tested positive for the flu. So that's why I was not in attendance. And then didn't have the ability to get somebody to cover that one on the last minute there. Now, the last time these two teams met, Riverton won that one back on the 16th of January, and it was 61-43 in favor of the Wolverines. And Riverton has come a long way since then. Now, they lead the conference. They've sealed the conference. The Cody Bronx are 2-3 in conference play. Riverton, they owned the conference this year. They stayed perfect in their quadrant, which was the first time I was able to find a record of that. And they look to cap that off here this evening against the Cody Bronx. Now, this will not have an effect on Riverton for their seeding. They are the 1 seed headed into the regional tourney in Riverton starting on Thursday. Now, I look at the stat line here between these two teams. Riverton 9-7 overall. Cody 4-13 overall. 2-3 in conference play for the Bronx. 6-0 for Riverton. Wolverines are averaging 51.3 points per game, and they are giving up 51.2 points per game, and that's just a tribute to that really tough schedule they played in the preseason. They saw number 1 through 5 in the state in terms of the ranked teams, and they were on the other side of the state, and frankly, they're very good. The defense for Riverton has improved greatly, but also their scoring prowess has improved throughout the season as well. So they are a positive .1 on the scoring for versus against on the season, and that's a long way to go after losing some of those games, let's go back and look. I mean this is a real positive for the Wolverines, but when you lose to Sheridan 73-28, or you lose to East 69-48, it's hard to crawl back from those deficits, to really reclaim your true scoring average, which I think Riverton is there. I think Riverton's probably a 55-point-a-game team, so they're about there. Defensively, if they continue to play the way that they have, they win ball games doing that, putting up 55 points a game. Other numbers here for the Wolverines. As a team, they shoot 35% from 3, and Aquelo Friday among the best in the state doing it. He's 36 of 86, 42% on the season, and then Riverton is 49% from 2-point range, which is lower than their opponent's total. Some of that is the fact that Riverton takes so many threes. And then 59% as a team from the free throw line. Riverton is not a good free throw shooting team. They're not. 59% on the season. As a team, they average about 26 rebounds. They give up 23 rebounds per contest. For the Cody Bronx, they average 43, almost 44 points per game. They give up 57 points per game. As a team, they shoot just 23% from behind the arc. They are 50% from 2 and then 60% from the free throw line. Rebounding, they pull down about 24 and give up about 28. About 8.5 to go here before tip-off. We'll get to our starting lineups and keys to the game, and we'll also take a look at 4A regionals, not 2A regionals. 1A, 2A state taking place. We'll take a look at 4A regionals. We haven't gotten into a whole lot of depth on that just yet, so we'll take a peek at that. That's coming up after this. You're listening to Wolverines basketball on KTAK and streaming live HD.
Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
The health teams at Lander Medical Clinic are excited to help with the administering of COVID vaccines at 8195 Highway 789. Currently, they are scheduling patients 65 years and older. If you would like to get the COVID vaccine, please call 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic has worked tirelessly to continue to provide superior care to the Fremont County community with increased telemedicine, a safe urgent care, an updated air purifying system, and now the addition of COVID response locations.
Layman Studios is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Layman Studios offers sports cards, mugs, statuettes, plus several photo package options. Visit us today at 210 West Main in Riverton. Layman Studios, 856-3941.
Coming to YOToday.com, live soccer. We'll follow the Lander Valley Tigers soccer teams during their 2021 season. Free HD video broadcasts of the game coming soon to YOToday.com.
What could be sweeter than candy for Valentine's Day? Saving money. And you'll save 10% store-wide all month long at Overhead Door. Save 10% on windows, doors, storm doors, shower doors, garage doors, entry doors from now till February 26th. Hi, this is Chuck Parmley with Overhead Door Company of Riverton Lander, inviting you to celebrate Valentine's Day the whole month of February by saving 10% store-wide. Estimates are free, so give us a call at 856-DOOR or come to our showroom at 600 East Main in Riverton.
Welcome back to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show. Go with Bailey. It's 6 to go before tip-off. Let's take a peek at, what we're looking at here for a regional basketball. So playing in Riverton, boys and girls. Riverton lucky in that way that we didn't really see the split in terms of quadrants that others do. And in fact, Green River playing host to the 4A West girls, and then Star Valley playing host to the 4A West Southwest boys. So the Southwest girls in Green River, the Southwest boys in Star Valley. But for the Northwest, we just stayed in Riverton for boys and girls, which is awesome. So it's going to look like this. The other side of the state has shaken out already for boys and girls. Green River has Jackson Hole for the girls. That's the 1 seed versus the 4 seed. And then Star Valley and Evanston play for the 2 seed and the 3 seed on the other side of the bracket. For the boys, it's similar but kind of inverse. It's Star Valley and Jackson Hole. The seedings are for Star Valley and Jackson Hole for the boys, and then Evanston Green River with the seed swapped for the boys play on the other side of the bracket. Now, what it's going to look like for Riverton on the boys' side. So Riverton will be the 1 seed. So they're going to play at 1 p.m. Regardless of who the opponent is. They're going to play at 1 p.m. And then their opponent is, it's going to be, it has to be Natrona. Unless there's a makeup game for Natrona that I'm not aware of, which I don't believe there is. Because they've got 6 games to their, so I don't believe there is. Then it should be Natrona. Now, Cody and Rock Springs, both 2 and 3 on the season. And so if Cody were to win this, then Cody would be the outright against Rock Springs. There would be no tiebreak or anything like that. They would just have the 3-3 record in conference play, where Rock Springs would be 2 and 3. Now, the Wolverines would play Natrona at 1 p.m. And again, maybe I'm missing a makeup game here. I guess I'll go take a look. I don't know that I thought we were the only game that really got canceled in 4A basketball last week. On the girls' side, it will be the same but different on the girls' side. Riverton will be the 4 seed instead of the 1 seed. And they will play at 11 a.m. in that game at Riverton High School. We'll have coverage for you. And they will play the 1 seed. Now, the 1 seed for the girls is more than likely, not more than likely, it's Natrona as the 1 seed, which is, well, that's tough. Riverton lost to them 2 weeks ago, 78-8. And that's a tough opening round game to have, and a winner go, loser go home for the state tournament. So Riverton's going to have to play their best basketball of the year, maybe of the last 3 years, to win that game. But hanging out on the line and nothing to lose in that one. And then if the teams win, they play twice in the same day. So if you win, the Lady Wolverines would play 11 and 3 o'clock. And then the boys would play the following games there, which would be 1 and 5 o'clock. So it's potential that we'd be on air for 4 straight games. But the Lady Wolverines would need to pull out the W in that one for that to take place. 2.5 until tip-off here on the Bailey Enterprises pregame show. Riverton boys warming up, Cody boys warming up. And we'll come back, take a look at the starting lineups. You're listening to Wolverines basketball on KTAK, WyoToday.com.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines! Porter's Mountain View Supply is proud to support local high school sports teams. For home heating, outdoor grilling, and barbecue, along with the best in spas and hot tubs, see Porter's Mountain View Supply, your locally owned dealer. For top brands like Hearthstone, Quadrifire, and Blaze King stoves, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Green Mountain grills, Free Flow and Sundance spas, along with service after the sale, call Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton at 856-6993. Porter's.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show, and a shout out to Reggie Miller for getting me straight here. So Natrona is not 1-5; they are 2-4. So that's why we don't have an out night here. So if we win, then a three-way tie takes place between the other three teams in the conference: Cody, Rock Springs, and Natrona. So I'm gonna go back and see if I can figure out what game is wrong then for Natrona. But conference rules, thanks to Reggie for setting me straight on that one, there will be a coin flip, which I'm assuming in COVID age will take place over Zoom. I know in years past you've had coaches drive to a central location and flip a coin. I don't know that we'll do that the week of, but anyway, Riverton has sealed the number 1 seed, which is, if you'd have told me that after the first 2 weeks of the season, I would not have believed you. They have come so far. Riverton will start with the basketball, and they've got the road Cardinals on here with the black numbering and lettering with the white pipe. Cody with the white unis, the deep blue on the front here with the gold stripes from armpit down to the knee. A turnover as Blake Dale sends it over to DeVries, right side wing for a 3-ball. That skips out. And here's a head fake and then pausing with the basketball for Cody is Tristan Dollard. Sends it out to the perimeter for a 3-ball rebound. Off of the glancing shot is Jared Lucas. Senior night here in Cody. They honored Caleb Pryor, Cody Phillips, Tucker Lynn, and Dollard, as well as Nick Talich, as Riverton puts the first points on the board. And that's Lucas Engel with a nice little turnaround about 2 feet from the bucket there. Nice and easy for him. Cody basketball. Tucker Lynn with it. Puts it up to the top of the key to Cody Phillips. Lynn takes it back to 12 o'clock. And yeah, I apologize, folks. I'm in a mess now here about this tiebreak thing. Left side, a foul whistled against DeVries as Caleb Pryor was trying to take him to the hoop. First team foul. 2-0 Riverton with 6:35 to play in the first. I guess I can't play the, I have a 4-month-old card again. Can I already played that during the girls' broadcast when I got a name wrong? Tucker Lynn, left side wing here to Caleb Pryor. Right side wing is Phillips. Takes a couple dribbles to the top of the key. Right side, Lynn, back down to the baseline. Great defense from Riverton. Slicing the lane is Tucker Lynn, and I think he was so open, no resistance, that he put a little too much on his layup, missed it, and Riverton gets the board. Dale, left side wing to Friday. He takes the baseline and sends it back over the top here to Jared Lucas, who is fouled on his way up to the basket. That was a high basketball IQ play right there by Aquelo Friday, as he penetrated, collapsed the defense, and then he shot right back out when he realized that he'd drawn a defender into Jared Lucas. And then as soon as he peeled that defender, he sent it right back to him. Excellent job. Jared Lucas misses the free throw. 6:01 to play in the first. 2-0 now, stays 2-0. So Riverton starts 0 for 2 from the stripe. Pryor crosses midcourt, pauses there. Gives it up to Nick Talich. Both Taliches in the game right now. Left side wing, Pryor draws the double team and then sends it low, streaking to the basket, wide open. Cody Phillips, good for 2. Full rotation of the offense, nets a bucket for the Cody Bronx. Dale with the basketball at the top of the key, gives it to Jared Lucas. Takes his dribble to the far side and then gives it back to Engel. Here's DeVries, finds himself open, pulls up and pops on like a 5-footer there. A little too much on it. Rebound, Lucas flips it back to DeVries, and he's good for 2. Quick timeout taken here by Coach Sheets. It's a 30, 4-2 right now with 5:13 to play in the first. We go with them on KTAK.
Long have our ancestors debated, taco or quesadilla. Now, Taco John's has finally found the answer. Both. Introducing the Chicken Quesadilla Taco. A taco made with a cheesy quesadilla shell filled with grilled all-white meat chicken and chipotle sauce. And now you can get 2 of them for just $5. History and tacos made. Taco John's. From ching! Bigger, bolder, better.
5:13 to play, first quarter. Cody basketball. And Pryor picked up by Dale at midcourt. Pryor takes it into the paint, swatted there by Engel. Thought he got away with a little bit of a travel there, and DeVries unable to run down the long pass. Got a little bit too far out in front of him. So it'll be Cody basketball after the turnover. Pryor picked up by Dale at midcourt. Phillips back to Pryor. Pryor into the free throw line and then defers back to Nick Talich. And then Talich, I think, was looking for an alley-oop because he just threw that overhead, hit the backboard, and there was nobody else there. Dale penetrates, takes the baseline, and then a nice little pass to Jared Lucas, who gets the shooter's roll. And Lucas onto the scoreboard for the first time. A pull-up and pop for Nick Talich, and he airballs it. DeVries in transition, easy layup. So DeVries now with 4 points, Lucas with 2, Engel with 2. 4:03 to play in the first. Dale comes sliding after the basketball here in front of the bench. Just about took out Ethan Vaughn there as he gets subbed out for Vaughn. Tanner Johnson checking in as well. For Cody, it is Robbie Porter checking into the game. I will check out Tucker Lynn. Porter gives the basketball to Pryor and then gets it right back. Talich, far side of the court. Loses it and kind of swatted it back to a teammate. His teammate not ready, and then a turnover as Vaughn was trying to run down the basketball. Talich steals it away. And Talich, a impressive athlete over the years here at Cody High School. Can't say that basketball is his foray necessarily, but kid gets it done. Here's a steal by Talich, and just about got it. It comes back to Vaughn. Here's a three from Tanner Johnson. It's good, but he traveled with it before the shot. So it stays 8-2. Timeout taken on the courts, and we'll go with them. 3:19 to play, 6-point contest, 8-2 on our Taco John scoreboard.
Take care of your heart. You only get one, so eat well by avoiding salty, fatty foods and fill up on fiber and grains. Stay active. Shoot for 150 minutes of physical activity per week. Take your heart medications and call 911 if you're having any symptoms of a heart attack or stroke. Lander Medical Clinic cares about your heart, but no one should care more about your heart than you.
Back after the timeout, and thanks to Reggie again. He said that the WHSAA will actually do the flip instead of the teams or coaches or athletic directors, anybody like that. So Mr. Laird will do the honors, or somebody at the WHSAA will do the honors in the coin flip. Cody basketball, if we win tonight. Pryor with the basketball for the Bronx. Head fake and then gives it up to Talich, Luke Talich, and then in the corner, here's Cody Phillips. And Phillips knocks down a three. He's got 5 points. Now 8-5 on our Taco John scoreboard. Engel up top to Friday. And a little bit too soft of a pass there from Friday. And missing the layup is Luke Talich. Talich was waiting for Lucas Engel, I think, to swat him from behind, but Engel did the right thing there. Didn't come after the basketball, just kind of made some loud noises and ended up missing the layup. Cody retains the basketball, and quick inbounds. Three-point shot from Talich does not fall, and then Jared Lucas is going to be whistled for over the back on the rebound. His first. 2:27 to play, non-shooting foul. Pryor will do the inbounds underneath. Pryor throws it out to the top of the key to Robbie Porter. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. Riverton basketball. Ethan Vaughn brings it across midcourt. Right side to Tanner Johnson. Backdoor cut to Jared Lucas, and Lucas, oh boy, I thought he was going to bring the house down with a dunk there, but he just knocks it off for an easy layup. Makes it 10-5. 2:04 to play. Riverton has them doubled up. Here's a three. Wide right from Phillips, but it's chased down by the Bronx. Phillips gets it back at the free throw line and then back to the perimeter. Porter tries a three. That doesn't go. And Engel gets the rebound. Engel had a lot of contact there. I thought he got over the back, and Coach Sheets thinks so too. Ref says no, and then Tanner Johnson traveled with it on the other end after a long pass. Ten to 5, Riverton with the lead, Cody with the basketball. Tucker Lynn working against Dale here at midcourt. A little touch and go, and into the paint to Dollard. Back to the baseline, Talich. A flat-footed shot, but he made it. Makes it 10-7. Vaughn at the top of the key. Gives it back to Dale. Floats it. Nice pass from Dale to Lucas. That's going to be there all day if they can make that pass and time it right. Because they're going to front Jared Lucas. They're going to front Lucas Engel. And I tell you, Riverton can make bread doing that. Right side wing with the basketball is Phillips. Comes back to the top of the key, and then left side to Dollard at the free throw line. Spins and then kicks. Pulling up and then thinking about it is Nick Talich, and then he'll fire a 12-footer. That doesn't go. Put back, not there from Luke Talich. And then Jared Lucas will climb the ladder and take it away. Dale penetrates, kicks to Johnson. Catch and shoot three. Yes, sir. It's there. And it's 15-7. Tanner Johnson onto the scoreboard. Cody with numbers coming back the other way. Here's a three ball in the corner from Dollard. That misses. And then in transition, Cody steals the ball back with 20 seconds. Nick Talich, touch pass left side to Phillips. Back to Nick at the top of the key. Then Phillips, 10 seconds. Cross court to Tucker Lynn. 4 seconds. Lynn is way back here. And he throws up kind of a desperation shot and missed it all. Didn't get a good look at it because of good defense from the Riverton Wolverines. They lead 15-7. That's a good first quarter. We'll take a 60-second timeout on KTAK.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics at Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
Second quarter about ready to get underway here in Cody. And it will be Bronx basketball. Riverton leads this one 15-7 on the Taco John scoreboard. Pryor showing off some handles here at the top of the key. Gives it to Talich at 12 o'clock. He'll attack against Lucas. Elevates and missing. Rebound is Engel. And Talich, I mean, he plays with such incredible hustle. He's a football player, but he plays with incredible hustle on the basketball court. Here's Jared Lucas. Catch and shoot from the free throw line. Beautiful jumper. Lucas good for two. Cody basketball, 17-7. And muscling his way underneath was Luke Talich. And then a foul on the rebound against Luke Talich as Engel got him a little off balance. Second team foul, first on Luke. He takes a break and Dollard checks in. Riverton on the inbounds, DeVries to Friday. And Aquelo gives it back to Dale to get it across midcourt. Dale down to the block, back to Friday at 12 o'clock, and he traveled with the basketball. Friday looks over at Coach Sheets and said, "Did I?" And Sheets shook his head, "Yeah." Took that jump step before dribbling. Pryor checks out, and Cam Neiman into the game for the first time for Cody. Technical foul has been whistled against Coach Pat Patterson on the bench. The official was right there, and I'm not sure. Coach Sheets asking for an explanation. The official was right in front of Coach Pat, and assuming something was said, I don't know. So free throw is Cody Phillips, and he makes it. And misses the second. So after the tech, it'll be Cody basketball. 9-point contest, 17-8, 6:43 to play. Second quarter. Lynn gives the basketball to Phillips. Into the corner, Nick Talich for three, no. Rebound, long rebound, fought over, and then comes back to the Bronx. In the corner, here's a three ball off the mark from Tucker Lynn, and then Engel gets the rebound, puts it out for Jared Lucas. Lucas fouled on the shot, misses. He'll head to the free throw line 2 times. Couple of substitutions coming for the Cody Bronx is Luke Talich and Caleb Pryor. Getting ready to check back in. Jared Lucas makes the free throw. Jared on the season shooting in the low 60s from the stripe. 6:25, 18-8, 10-point lead here for the Wolverines, and then Jared Lucas got both of those. It's 2 of 4 today. Talich at the top of the key. Stops short and gives it to Pryor, being harassed there by Dale. Pryor down low in the paint to Dollard. Back to the top of the key to Talich. Off the dribble is blocked by Engel. Dale, left side DeVries, traveled with it. So he took a step before the shot. Coach Sheets doesn't like the call. Inbounds comes to Cam Neiman. And Neiman, pretty solid ball handler. He's not very big, but solid ball handler. Talich, top of the key to Nick Talich. Down low, nice hook shot there for Cam Neiman. Found a way to get it in, 19-10, Riverton basketball. Engel, left side to DeVries. And DeVries attacks and scores. Open lane and uses the corner of the square off of the backboard, makes it look easy. Vaughn and Vincent getting ready to check in for Riverton. 21-10 lead for the Wolverines. Dollard. Pass intercepted by Friday. Friday in a 1v1. Steps into the paint and he's fouled. Tried a little hero step there and he comes back and laughing, saying, oh, I didn't get very far with that one, did I? So Aquelo steps toe to line. And he makes it. First bucket for Aquelo. Dale gets a break. And Vaughn checks into the game. Vincent's waiting on the shooter. The second shot is good from Friday. (23-10) now on our Taco John scoreboard. Riverton with a 13-point lead. Left side baseline, Pryor around the bend to the right to Neiman. Pryor back to Dollard, left side wing. And a foul whistled underneath, and Vincent had position. Yeah, this will be against Cody. Luke Talich is going to pick up his second. And Aquelo Friday is going to check in and take out Lucas Engel. Ethan Vaughn with the hip-high dribble. Walks across midcourt, looking for Vincent, and Tucker Lynn nearly stole that one away. Goes into the Cody bench. Early Riverton basketball there. 23-10, 4:25 to play in the second. Here's an alley-oop to Jared Lucas. He'll catch it and go down with it, and then puts it off the glass for two. They've done that time and time again here this year. And sometimes it's kind of a catch and shoot in air, and sometimes he comes down with it. But what's changed for Jared is that this year was the year that he didn't bring the ball down. He kept it up the whole time. And he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points right now for Riverton. Foul whistled on the other side. This one goes against DeVries. That's his second. And that sends Pryor to the free throw line. He misses the front. Substitutions, Lucas and DeVries come out. Dale and Vaughn back into the ball game. So it's Friday, Vincent, Engel, Vaughn, and Dale. Second shot from Pryor. This one goes. That's his first bucket of the ball game. Vaughn gets the inbounds, working against the full court press here of the Cody Bronx. And there you see just that effort I'm talking about from Nick Talich. He's not a basketball player, he's an athlete. There's a difference. He's fun to watch play. 4 minutes left here in the second, 25-11 lead here for your Wolverines. Vaughn with the basketball at the top of the key. Right side here is Dale attacking the paint, steps back, gives it to Vincent. He'll take it into the paint, jump, skip, hop, and a bucket. Nice take there from Vincent. Now Vincent, in the early part of the season, saw some more extended playing time in that preseason sort of, ether there of the beginning of COVID basketball. And he was, I thought destined for some more varsity minutes, and that's why right there is the hustle play that he has. Riverton called for an over and back, even though they saved it back in bounds. It's still an over and back, but nonetheless, Vincent, just a sophomore, he was a standout linebacker on the football team, and he's another kid he's an athlete, heck of an athlete. 27-11. Pryor with the ball. Left side baseline, Neiman for three, in and out. And Vaughn recovers. Right side to Dale. Dale pops on an all-alone three, a little bit too strong. Talich on the rebound. And Riverton catches up in transition. Tucker Lynn to Talich at the free throw line, misses the jumper. And Dale has the basketball back the other way. Right side wing Friday, shakes left, goes right, takes the baseline. The left-handed layup is good. Timeout taken on the court. Riverton leads this one 29-11. They open up the lead here in the second, folks, and they've done it with defense. 2:44 to play. Back after this 30-second timeout on KTAK and WYO Today.
WRTA Bus Lines is back to their full weekday schedule, including routes on the Wind River Indian Reservation. The WRTA cleans their buses according to CDC guidelines several times a day, and face masks are required. All routes are free until further notice. Visit WRTABuslines.com or the WRTA Facebook page for routes. And remember, don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelts, and keep all four wheels on the road.
2:44 to play in the first half. Riverton with their hands on the wheel, and Cody. 29-11. Our Taco John's scoreboard. Cody basketball. Right side wing. And Dollard up top now to Pryor. Back to Lynn on the right side wing. Dollard, left side, traveled with it. There's the call. Picked up that pivot foot. And a substitution as Luke Talich will check back in, and Robbie Porter checks out. Dale on the inbounds to Vaughn. 2:20 to play, second quarter. Left side wing, Vincent. Puts it low to Jared Lucas. He draws the triple team, lost the basketball, and then takes it back to the rim. That's just dominant play there. Takes the triple team in stride. 31-11, 20-point contest here in the first half. Baseline, losing the basketball and then retaining it is Tristan Dollard. Back out to the top of the key to Pryor. And a missed shot there from Dollard. A rebound ends up in the hands of Ethan Vaughn. Vaughn to Vincent. Backdoor, here is Dale, catch and shoot three, and he's feeling it too. Dale with his first bucket. He's facilitated a bunch of assists here in the first half. 34-11 now with $1:20 to play. And so far it's been a tale of two very different senior nights here between the Cody girls and the Cody boys. With the basketball and losing the basketball is Luke Talich, stolen away by Dale. Dale gets it to Jared Lucas, baseline to the rim and in. And Jared's just racking it up here. He's got 16 in the first half. Last time we called a Riverton game, I think he had 30. 31 in Jackson. Whistle a foul here against, I think that went against, see, first he showed 0 and then he showed 4. 0 would have been Vaughn, but it's going to go against Tucker Lynn, number 4 of the Cody Bronx. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Blake Dale shows off his handles here in midcourt. Puts it low to Jared Lucas, and somebody kicked it, I think is going to be the call. So it'll be Riverton basketball underneath. Vaughn throws it over the top to Jared. Jared attacks the rim, left-handed layup goes. He's just so long, he can get there in just one big step. He goes from about 10 feet out to the rim. 38-11, 15 seconds to play. Step back and pop, no. From Cody Phillips, the putback will go from Tucker Lynn. In 3 seconds, Dale with the basketball. Full court shot. He's been in the weight room, folks. He put that one about 12 feet over the backboard. And that's the way this first half will end, 38-13. 38-13. We'll take a quick break here for the Premier Bone & Joint halftime show. We'll come back and take a look at the stat line in this one. You're listening to Wolverines basketball on KTAK and streaming live HD video WYO Today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The health teams at Western Family Care are excited to help with the administering of COVID vaccines at 609 East Monroe Street. Currently, they are scheduling patients 65 years and older. If you would like to get the COVID vaccine, please call 856-6591. Western Family Care has worked tirelessly to continue to provide superior care to the Fremont County community with increased telemedicine, a safe urgent care, an updated air purifying system, and now the addition of COVID response locations.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. If you're a teenager, you're old enough to know that bad things happen sometimes. You can't change the past, but you can have a big impact on the future. Your future is what you make it, so hang out with positive friends and family members who encourage you to be your best. Just because you may not be able to see and understand your strengths doesn't mean that others can't. Often the people who know you the best know you better than you know yourself. You are valued. This message brought to you by the Fremont County Prevention Program.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, it makes sense to choose an insurance agent who lives in Fremont County. Your local Allstate agent, Bill Brown, knows the ins and outs of both owning and protecting your home. Call Bill today for a free quote at 856-6573. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to sponsor youth sports for the best in fresh roasted coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the weekends. You'll enjoy the best locally sourced food at Brown Sugar Coffee, 203 Main Street in Riverton.
Welcome back, fans. Halftime here, Premier Bone & Joint halftime show as the Wolverines lead this one 38-13 in Cody. And Riverton, the one seed out of our side of the conference, defined. And there would be, I was not privy to this. I had Natrona with the wrong record. I had Natrona at 1-5 on the season, but that's not the case. There would have been a three-way tie, 2-4 between Rock Springs, Natrona, and then Cody. But Riverton wins this one. That's not the case, and we'll have a full shakeout of the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the conference. Won't have to go to that coin flip. Now, looking at the stat line in this one, we'll start with the Cody Broncs. They are led in scoring right now by Cody Phillips with 6 points, and then they are followed by 4 points from Tucker Lynn. And then Pryor has 1, Neiman has 2, and then Luke Talich has 2. For the Riverton Wolverines, they are led in scoring by Jared Lucas. He's got, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 in my book. 3 points for Blake Dale, 6 points for Damon DeVries, 4 points for Aquelo Friday. And then we have 3 points for Tanner Johnson, Jason Vincent with a 2, and then Lucas Engel with a 2. We'll take another timeout. About 5 minutes left here before we get the third and fourth quarters underway. Again, the Wolverines with a dominant lead here after 2 quarters of play, 38-13 here in Cody on senior night for the Broncs, nonetheless. We'll come back and take a look at how the standings could break out if this lead holds for Riverton, which all things point to that it will. Quick timeout. You're listening to Wolverines basketball on KTAK and YOToday.com.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Tyler Watson State Farm is a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics. They believe youth sports are the gateway to future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field or in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes in Fremont County from the team at Tyler Watson State Farm. 618 Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by YDOT.
We are are building a stronger, safer CWC. Your health is our top priority. If you're coming to the CWC campus, please wear a mask and go online and fill out the daily wellness screening form at healthy.cwc.edu. Wear a mask when you arrive on campus. Find a health screening station in the Health Science Building or the Arts Center Theater. Check your temperature and you're on your way. Again, to fill out the daily wellness form, go to healthy.cwc.edu and we'll see you on campus.
Gales Carpet One is a proud sponsor of this Riverton Wolverines broadcast. Lombardi once said, "The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary." Gales wants to applaud these young athletes on their drive to become the best team possible and show the state of Wyoming what it means to be a Wolverine. Gales Carpet One, floor and home, 220 East Main in Riverton. Go Big Red!
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's hand.
Welcome back, folks. 38-13. We were talking about the potential of that three-way tie for Rock Springs, Cody, and Natrona. Now, if this holds, there won't be a three-way tie. Riverton with a 25-point lead here at halftime. Riverton would play the 4 seed, which would be Natrona. So, unless I went back through, and again, I had Natrona at 1 and 5. That's not the case. I was looking at the stats, and that's different than what the actual standings were, and that's my fault. The way it breaks out right now, the actual standings, not the ones that were on the stat sheet here. So for the 4A boys, there we go. Out of the Northwest, Riverton again on top. Cody is second right now, and then Natrona listed at 2 and 4. Rock Springs listed at 2 and 4. So I guess now I'm all confused again. So if they were 1 and 5, then where's the tie break at for Natrona County and Rock Springs? I'm going to get to the bottom of this. So let's look at the records here between Natrona County and Rock Springs. Maybe that's where I'm goofed up. Nope, not there. Okay. Huh. So Natrona now let's start here. So Cody, they beat Natrona. They split with Natrona. They split with Rock Springs. So that's where the tiebreak comes from. And then Natrona, let's see, they split with Cody, obviously, and then Rock Springs. Maybe that's where I'm messed up with here, because I don't have the second score of the second Rock Springs game with them from last week. So that would put, if Natrona won that, then that would put Rock Springs down. I'll catch you back up on action here. You haven't missed any shots or anything like that. But so that would put Rock Springs down then in the 4 spot. 38-13, 7:49 to play here in the third. Riverton with the basketball. DeVries missing a jumper here on the near side of the court. Here comes Pryor the other way for the Cody Bronx. Tries to hand it off there to Tucker Lynn. And he throws it off the knee of Aquelo Friday. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Cody basketball. .7:33, third quarter, 38-13 on our Taco John scoreboard. Pryor at the top of the key. Pivots a little bit and then hands and then gets it back and then stolen away. Kind of end up with a high dribble, and Engel just swiped it from him. This is Dale on the far side of the court. He's looking for Jared Lucas, and Lucas just got tackled. I mean, like actually kind of tackled there by Tristan Dollard trying to get the basketball. And that'll take Dollard out of the game. That was just his first, but I think the coach wants him to settle down a bit. I would, you know, if I was Cody, I would put Nick Talich on Jared Lucas. Here's Lucas Engel on a bucket. Got the long pass in underneath there and knocks it off the window for two. Top of the key, Talich. And back cross court to Pryor. In the paint to Talich. Now Pryor at 12 o'clock. And an offensive foul. Lucas Engel gets his feet set, and Pryor knocks him down. 40-13 on the Taco John's scoreboard. 6:44 to play in the third. Friday slaps the ball. Gives it to DeVries. And Damon crosses midcourt. Friday to Jared Lucas at 12 o'clock. Right side wing to Dale. Gets a pick, and then Dale resets things. He'll penetrate to the baseline, pulls up on a 12-footer, knocks it in. He's got 5. Pryor crosses midcourt. Left side to Nick Talich. Backdoor pass to Cody Phillips. Beautiful pass. And Phillips gets his 4th field goal of the ball game. He's got 8 points. Talich, although he is much shorter than Jared Lucas, might be the only one physically that might be able to stop him. As Jared Lucas, speak of the devil, he gets the basketball inside. He draws a double team in the foul as he goes up for the shot, and he'll head to the free throw line 2 times. (42-15), 5:52 to play in the third. And nothing but nylon there from Jared Lucas. Luke Talich will take a break. And checking back in was Tristan Dollard. Second shot is good from Lucas. Talich at the top of the key. Right side wing is Pryor. And a steal from Jared Lucas. Lucas trying to make his way through some traffic and gets it stripped out and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton. Vaughn and Johnson check back into the basketball game. DeVries and Dale check out. Derek Lang getting ready to check in for the first time, and he'll give Jared Lucas a break. So it's Lang, Engel, Friday, Tanner Johnson, and Vaughn in the ball game right now. 5:30 to play here in the third. 44-15. Johnson down low to the blocks. Derek Lang spins, faces, and then kicks to Johnson. Back to Derek, left side elbow. 44-15 Riverton. Down low to Friday. Steps back, lefty shoots. Yeah, he got a little too excited there. He airmailed that one, and then in transition, it's Pryor. He's fouled by Engel. Shot's no good, but he'll shoot 2 times. .504 to play here in the third, 44-15. And it's a ways off right now, but if Riverton was able to push this to that 40-point game, that would be in their best interest just in terms of getting some rest before they play again on Thursday. Shot's good from Caleb Pryor at the free throw line. He's got 2 points. Friday checks out, and checking into the ball game for Riverton is Mr. Paxton. Parker in the game. Second shot's good from Pryor. Good to see Parker back on the varsity court. And he could be here's Vincent checking in. He'll spell Engel. So it's Lang, Vincent, Vaughn, Paxton, and Johnson in the game right now. This is a 4-guard lineup here for Riverton. A turnover, and it's Neiman that ends up with the basketball, and now a swat by Tanner Johnson as Cody Phillips went up, and now Paxton gets the basketball. We talked about athletes and basketball players and the difference, and then sometimes you get them both put together. And Parker Paxton's going to be one of those kids. Parker head fakes and then pulls up. The lefty buckets from the free throw line. That was gratuitous timing. Neiman up at the top of the key to Nick Talich. He'll take it off the dribble. Floats it back, and here's a jumper from Dollard. Swish. 46-19, 4:10 to play. Tanner Johnson pushes tempo. Talich gets the wolf called on him, and here's Lang back outside to Paxton for three, bit long. And here comes Talich the other way. Parker, when we get to the postseason, kind of expect him to see some more minutes. We have a travel we do against Robbie Porter. But, you know, he can create some interesting matchups with his small size but athletic ability. He's able to play against larger guards. And Vaughn with a turnover, Talich with a bucket. 3:39 to play in the third, 46-21, another steal. And this time a foul is going to be whistled against Vincent as he was trying to knock the ball out of the hands of Luke Talich. And Coach Sheets is going to send his bigs back in, all of them. So it'll be Engel, Lucas, Friday, and DeVries coming back in. So 6 foot and up come back in, and let's see who they leave. It'll be Vaughn that stays on the court. So Parker comes out, Lang comes out, Vincent and Johnson come out. Inbounds to Talich. Gives the ball to Dollard. He defers back to the perimeter. Neiman with it now on the right side wing. Left side baseline, bounce pass to Porter, and he'll dribble in, pull up on a 12-footer. It's the left side of the rim, and now Engel gets the rebound, defers to Vaughn. Left side DeVries into the corner. Here's Friday, catch and shoot for three. Nothing but net. 49-21 Riverton. The lead now is 28. Talich. Tough shot. Gets it to go from the corner of the key. DeVries gives his dribble to Vaughn. Now left side to Friday. Friday looking low for Jared Lucas, gets it to him, and then he sends it into the corner to DeVries. Catch and shoot flat. Rebound to Cody. Talich at the top of the key. Right side wing is Porter. Backdoor. Talich spins, faces, and then decides against going up. Here's Neiman for three. Swish. That's his second field goal. He's got 5 points. Vaughn moving in transition here, gets it to Friday in the corner. Back to Vaughn. Top of the key. DeVries, $1:50 to play, third quarter. Down low to Jared Lucas off the glass. Just so much taller, and his vertical puts him so much higher up there. He's got 22. And once he gets up there, there's nobody in Cody right now that can get a hand in his face. 51-26, 1:30 to play in the third. Talich. And a missed shot from Neiman results in a rebound for Vaughn, and then Vaughn is fouled trying to get it across midcourt. Dale checks in, Vaughn checks out. And 3 subs in for Cody as Talich, Neiman, and Dollard come out. We see Pryor, Phillips, and Luke Talich check back into the game. Quick bucket for Riverton. Another one from Jared Lucas. He's got 24 in the game. I'm running out of room on my score sheet here. 53-26 now on the Taco John scoreboard with under 60 to play. Tough shot underneath. Putback won't fall from Luke Talich. And he will head to the free throw line, shoot 2 times. The first shot taken there by Caleb Pryor resulted in him going to the floor pretty hard. And he'll walk it off. Non-shooting foul. Into the corner, here's a 3-ball on the way from Phillips. And I think Riverton, yeah, that was a partial block there from, I think, DeVries. Goes out of bounds off of Riverton. Inbounds, Talich. Left side corner to Porter. Into the paint. They play the triangle. Riverton suffocating here on defense. They've played great. Foul in the paint, and they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. So to the free throw line goes Robbie Porter. 53-26 with 35.5 seconds to play. Third quarter. And Porter missing that one. Checking into the ball game is Tristan Dollard. Checking out is Luke Talich. And that one's no good. Ingle gets himself the board and transitions. Sees Jared Lucas. Dishes underneath to DeVries. Misses. Lucas follows. It won't fall. But he heads to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 times. 53-26. Jared puts it up and puts it in. You know, if you would have asked me 2 years ago when I first saw Jared play some varsity ball, if I thought that he could potentially play college basketball, I probably would have said maybe, and I would have based it just off of his height. And he was, you know, I'd seen him be pretty athletic on a football field. Last year, if you asked me if he would have played college basketball, I probably would have said no. Because he was a little timid around the rim, missed shot on the other end and a foul before the shot. Headed to the free throw line. That's only the 14th foul against Riverton. 15th foul against Riverton. I probably would have said no because he was very timid around the rim and he just kind of didn't seem comfortable scoring. He was a great defensive presence but didn't feel comfortable scoring. This year, yeah, Jared Lucas could go play some ball somewhere. He could play some community college ball. And he's going to have the stat line to prove that to some people here at the end of the season, I think. I think it's possible he gets a look. 8 seconds to play here in the third, and they've kind of just traded defensive turnovers here. 55-26. Riverton ball, 4 seconds. Ingle with it. Top of the key, Friday, catch and shoot 3. No, just about got it. That's the way the third quarter ends. We'll take ourselves a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Wolverines basketball on KTAK and WYO Today.
Sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
55-26 Wolverines. 8 minutes to play. Cody with the basketball. The inbounds comes into Tucker Lynn for the Cody Bronx. And here's a steal as Ingle gets his arm in there. And Dale takes across midcourt. Friday has his pocket picked here. Tucker Lynn slows things down for Cody. Top of the key, Pryor. And then a baseline 3 is good from Tristan Dollard. He's got 5. We do not have a Cody Bronk in double digits yet. 55-29 ball game. Friday, left side baseline, finds room for himself. Let me rephrase that. Makes room for himself off the dribble and gets an easy layup on the left-hand side. Behind the back and baseline, and then a free throw shot from Nick Talich. Good for 2. He's got 6. 57-31. Dale fouled while he was making his way towards the paint. And that will be team foul 7. He's shooting. So we shoot the rest of the way here with just under 7 minutes to play. Dale will head to the free throw line. Dale puts it up and puts it in. Second shot, that one no good. Here come the Bronx. As Pryor lost the basketball and then it hit Engel in the chest and he got it back. Phillips takes it to the baseline, sends it top of the key to Talich. He'll pull up on a 10-footer and it's a bit too soft. Jared Lucas on the rebound. Outlet pass to DeVries and just couldn't quite get there in time. (58-31) with 6:22 to play. Pryor crosses the timeline and Dale picks him up. Takes it all the way around one bend and then to the other. Goes down low and Luke Talich trying to throw a shoulder there into Engel. Nick gets it and then dishes down low. Here's Tristan Dollard and Friday gets it off the loose ball. Here is DeVries, left side wing. Into Engel, and Engel swatted from behind. And near miss for a tiny fan there for the Cody Bronx. Should be Riverton basketball off of the missed, or off of the swat there. DeVries will do the inbounds right in front of the Riverton bench. Gives it to Dale. Left side to DeVries, gets a pick here from Lucas. He gets fed from Engel. And left-handed hook won't go. 5:36 to play, fourth quarter. Here's a step back 3, and Tucker Lynn just about knocked that through, but unsuccessful. Dale with the basketball. That shows you the athleticism right there of Nick Talich. Talich probably has Dale by 60 pounds, and he stuck with Dale there on some handles. Missed 3 from Friday. Rebound comes back down to Engel, and then they're going to whistle a foul on the putback here. Jared Lucas gets the bucket, and he's fouled in the process. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. He's got 28, looking for 29. It's 60-31. And he'll get the finger roll. So 29 points on the board right now for Jared Lucas. Substitutions for Cody. Nick Talich comes out. And so does Luke Talich. Pryor and Phillips, or Pryor and Neiman back into the game. 61-31. And ball knocked out of bounds by Riverton. It'll be Cody ball. Neiman with it, 12 o'clock, teed up here by DeVries. Gives it to Neiman, he takes it to the baseline, terminates his dribble back to the top of the key to Dollard. Over to Lynn, and then they go from elbow to elbow with it. Neiman underneath. And a good take there under the basket by Pryor. He's fouled there by Jared Lucas. Vaughn checks in, Johnson checks in, DeVries and Dale check out. Porter out of the ball game, and Tucker Lynn back into Cody Phillips back into the game for Cody. The shot rims out, and Engel on the rebound. 61-33, 4:39 to play in the fourth. Engel on the baseline, and they call a blocking foul down there against Tristan Dollard. And that'll send Jared to the free throw line on the bonus. It's the 9th team foul against Cody. Jared in the low 60s from the stripe. And he sinks the free throw. He's now got 30. Second time I've seen him there this season. Actually, second time in a row I've seen him there this season. And he makes the backside. He checks out. It's probably the last we've seen of him. He gets big smiles all the way down the bench from the coaching staff and teammates. 63-33, the lead is 30. Pryor with the basketball at the top of the key. Backdoor cut, Lynn off the glass for two. Vaughn crossing midcourt. Up top to Engel, and then I think they were trying on an alley-oop there to Friday, but a long rebound knocks out to Cody. Phillips with it. Here's Nick Talich for three. It's good. He's got 9. Makes it 63-38 with 3:45 to play. Tanner Johnson, left side wing. Terminates his dribble up top to Engel. Turns and faces, and then sends it left side. Johnson, catch and shoot three in the corner. Got the bounce, misses the shot. And on the move with it here is Pryor. He's fouled by Vaughn on the move. So he'll shoot him 2 times, 63-38 here on the Taco John's scoreboard with 3:22 to play. This shot is no good. Wanted to roll in. And Parker Paxton going to check back into the game. He'll pull Vaughn. Subs in the game now for Riverton. Cade Gabrielson has checked in. Paxton has checked in. And then Engel, Johnson, and Friday in the ball game. As Lang will come in, I believe, to relieve Friday. Last starter left in the game. Or no, I'm sorry, Engel comes out. Friday stays in. I got to get more sleep. This play-by-play thing with an infant has gotten interesting here this year, folks. Okay, inbounds Johnson to Friday. And Aquelo crosses midcourt. Behind his back and pretty much dribbled through the whole court there. Gives it Paxton. And he'll slow things down, gives it to Johnson. Back to Friday. And Friday into the paint. Squares up and then fade away in the paint. Won't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Tristan Dollard. 2:54 to play, 63-39 Riverton. We've had a pair of blowouts here. Friday, right side to Gabrielson. Chest pass to Paxton at the top of the key. Paxton attacks the paint and gets swatted there by Tucker Lynn. Cody basketball. Here comes the bench from the Bronx with 2:30 left. They throw it over the top. Give it to Lynn. Back outside to Phillips. Talich to Lynn into the corner. Here's a three on its way from Dollard. It's strong. Rebound is long and comes all the way back into the backcourt. Cody saves it. And a timeout taken by the Bronx. 2:12 to play in the fourth, 63-39 Riverton. Timeout, we go with them on KTAK, YO Today.
The health teams at Lander Medical Clinic are excited to help with the administering of COVID vaccines at 8195 Highway 789. Currently, they are scheduling patients 65 years and older. If you would like to get the COVID vaccine, please call 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic has worked tirelessly to continue to provide superior care to the Fremont County community with increased telemedicine, a safe urgent care, an updated air purifying system, and now the addition of COVID response locations.
Layman Studios is a proud supporter of Fremont County Athletics. Layman Studios offers sports cards, mugs, statuettes, plus several photo package options. Visit us today at 210 West Main in Riverton. Layman Studios, 856-3941.
Coming to YOToday.com, live soccer. We'll follow the Lander Valley Tigers soccer teams during their 2021 season. Free HD video broadcasts of the game coming soon to YOToday.com.
63-39, 2:12 to play. And it's Cody basketball. Taylor Stevens checked into the game for Riverton for Friday during the break. So it's 2s against 2s now. Well, 2s and some 3s for Riverton. Under 2 minutes to play. 63-39. And Paxton is going to be whistled for a foul. He got a stern look from the official there. Paxton questioned the call. At the free throw line here for Cody is Luke Talich. And he'll make that one, makes it 63-40. Second shot, no. Rebound, Cody. And here's a three in the corner, misses it all, and then Talich is right there for the putback. Makes it 63-42. Johnson to Paxton, and Paxton dribbling around. Gives it back to Tanner Johnson, and Lang, top of the key, back to Paxton. Paxton crosses him over, takes it to the paint, tries it off the glass, and he heads to the free throw line. And I think Parker said, I'm going to get mine here. So Parker goes to the free throw line. Excellent free throw shooter. Lefty puts it up and in. Automatic. That might be the most common trait there between all three of the Paxton brothers I've had the chance to call playing Riverton basketball. That all three of them are phenomenal free throw shooters. Second shot's good from Parker. He's got 4 points. 75 seconds left to play. And Luke Talich with another bucket underneath. He's got 6 points in the last 2 minutes here. 7 overall. Paxton across midcourt. Left side to Gabrielson. Starts right, goes left. Johnson to the free throw line, kicks to Lang. Back to Paxton, 12 o'clock, 50 seconds to play. Paxton left side to Johnson. And Johnson finds a little bit of daylight headed into the paint, creates the contact, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot twice. Now, Riverton will lose. A group of very talented seniors this year between Jared Lucas and Quelo Friday and Damon DeVries and Ethan Vaughn. But the cupboards aren't going to be bare. That'll hurt, but they're not going to be bare. They'll bring back experience and Lucas Engel as a big. And then, the young roles are going to fill in. They got Dale, they've got Vincent. We've seen Gabrielson get some more time here at the end of the year. Paxton, of course. Tough shot in the paint there for Cody's CJ Dominic getting on the board, 66-46. So the younger ranks will have some work to do. Tanner Johnson, of course, he'll be back. Talich to the rim. He's fouled with 5.9 seconds left on the clock by Parker Paxton. Parker picks up his second. Second shot is good. I'm sorry, first shot is good from Talich. I apologize. And second shot is good. So he's got 8 points since the twos came in here. 6 seconds, Paxton with the basketball. And he'll just hold on to it. Final score, Riverton wins it 66-48. Hang around, folks. We'll talk with Coach Sheets for our Click It or Ticket postgame show. That's coming up right after this here on KTAK 93.9.
What could be sweeter than candy for Valentine's Day? Saving money. And you'll save 10% store-wide all month long at Overhead Door. Save 10% on windows, doors, storm doors, shower doors, garage doors, entry doors from now till February 26th. Hi, this is Chuck Parmley with Overhead Door Company of Riverton Lander, inviting you to celebrate Valentine's Day the whole month of February by saving 10% store-wide. Estimates are free, so give us a call at 856-DOOR or come to our showroom at 600 East Main in Riverton.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines! Porter's Mountain View Supply is proud to support local high school sports teams for home heating, outdoor grilling, and barbecue, along with the best in spas and hot tubs. See Porter's Mountain View Supply, your locally owned dealer, for top brands like Hearthstone, Quadrafire, and Blaze King stoves, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Green Mountain grills, Free Flow and Sundance spas, along with service after the sale. Call Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton at 856-6993. Porter's.
Welcome back, folks. Final score in this one, Riverton wins it 66-48. We're joined here by Coach Sheets and his assistant. Here, who's this?
Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Carson.
Her name's Carson. Yeah.
Hi, Carson. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
You finished your conference season perfect.
Yeah.
How's that feel, man?
It's really great, but you know what? We know what happens on Thursday. So, it's kind of that 24-hour rule, that a lot of people talk about. Let the boys enjoy it because they deserve it. It's been a while, like we talked about in 4A. No matter what quad you're in, no matter what you're in, it's tough to win them all in your quad. And so I'm very, very proud of these boys.
You guys came out and set a tone defensively.
Yep.
They played. I want to talk about Nick Talich for just a second here.
Yep.
He's what I refer. He's an athlete, not a basketball player.
Oh, and
he just hustled his way around that court and kind of kept them in it a little bit. But defensively, you guys shut everybody else down.
Well, and obviously he's an All-State, Player of the Year in football, and I would take a kid like that any day just because they make stuff happen. He's a strong kid. He plays hard. And again, I like to watch him play. I just don't like to play against him.
Good point. Now, I was talking amongst myself as we were into a 30-point ball game, trying to fill some space. And if you'd asked me, this is the way I put it. If you asked me 2 years ago when I first saw Jared Lucas play basketball, if you asked me would he maybe have a chance to play college ball, 2 years ago I think I would have said maybe, based off of his height and what I'd seen him do on the football field. And then last year, I might have said no because he was very tentative around the bucket. Sure. But this year, the kid's knocked off 2 30-point games in a row.
Yep.
I think he's got the skill set to maybe do this at the next level if he wants to.
Oh, he does. And Jared's just, I wish that, like you're talking about, I wish we could have videoed him from middle school up through now because he was definitely behind those other kids in middle school. And Jared's came to everything. And, him and Coach Quell have a great relationship. Coach Quell gives him so much heck, and he just takes it. And it's a good thing because Coach Quell has pushed him hard. to be where he's at. And so have all the players and everybody else. But again, one thing I give credit to these other players too, because we've had some great posts in the past, like Seth Quayle and some of our posts we've had, like Ridge McCoy, and some of our other kids. We've had a whole bunch of them, but the team didn't feed them like they're feeding them now. I mean, our kids, it's a credit to them, because feeding the post earlier in the year was like, I don't have very much hair left, and I was wanting to pull any of it that I had out because we felt like our posts were open and we weren't getting them the ball. And so it's a credit to the boys that they're actually looking inside, getting him the ball. He's being aggressive, getting offensive rebounds too, so that helps. And he's making his free throws. So, that little 12, 15-foot elbow jumper he hit tonight was big, because he stepped up and hit it like it was his job. So
right.
I've been very pleased with Jared. I've been pleased with the whole team, just again, because it's one of those, when somebody gets hot, it's sometimes not easy to feed them. And we've seen that in the past where we've got guys, that are really hot, and it's like they just don't touch the ball. So
right.
I'm pleased with
you have a bunch of unselfish basketball players
really
on the team.
Yep.
Now, at the end of the year, I always like to because I see it, but I don't see it because I'm setting up, but I like to have you kind of recap the JV squad, your younger squads this year, because, the end of the season for them, right?
Yep.
How'd they do? What kind of season did they have, and what are you looking forward to starting next year?
Yeah, so we had 4 teams this year. We had a true freshman team, we had a sophomore team, and then we had a JV team. And they were mixed with freshmen, sophomores, juniors, all those. And, all those classes did really well. Our JV did the best. They won all but 2 games. East beat us. We had a lead late, and East beat us, and then we went down to Rock Springs last weekend shorthanded, and they beat us too. So, to go 16-2 on the year, whatever it was for our JV, and we were undersized almost every single game. And so I'm very pleased with the way those boys played and what Coach Quayle did with those boys this year.
That's not a bad record to have for
really good.
a group coming in. That's awesome.
Yep. And that's against Central, that's against East, that's against Sheridan.
The best of the best.
The best of the best.
Now, let's talk about the tiebreaker scenario here, because I was all sorts of confused coming in, because I thought Natrona was 1-5, but if Cody would have won this, then there would have been a 3-way tie.
So if Cody would have won, they would have been the number 2 seed. They would have had 3 wins. So now those other 3 teams are tied at 2 and 4. The way we see it, and the way most people that we've talked to see it, is Natrona had a win against South. Rock Springs lost to South, and then Natrona beat Kelly, and Cody lost to Kelly. So that puts Natrona in the 2 seed, and then 3 and 4. I don't know if it's a coin flip, and I heard it was record, total record. So I'm not sure.
Right. Okay. So
I honestly think Natrona's the 2, so I think it might come down to a coin flip. It might be good to ask Tony Holt tonight before we leave.
Right.
See what he thinks. That he's kind of read that tiebreaker.
Okay. All right, well, you'll play somebody on Thursday.
Yep. At 1 o'clock. I would encourage everybody to come out to that game. We host regionals this year. It's been a long year of a lot of people wanting to see us play and see the boys play, and they haven't been able to. So now that restrictions are getting lifted, we want to fill that gym at 1 o'clock on Thursday, and then hopefully we can take care of business and play later that night. So we got, whoever wins that first game's got another game on Thursday. So it's a big day for us. So 1 o'clock can be a strange time, and so I want to have a definite home court advantage. The girls played 11. We played right after them at 1. So
you're right. And if there's a limited number of tickets, however many that Riverton is allowed, should be sold out.
Yep.
For this game. Fill the gym up, folks, because it's not often you get to host regionals.
No.
So take advantage of it while you can. And Coach, I appreciate you coming up and talk to us. Have a safe trip back. Congratulations on a stellar regular season, man.
Thanks.
It was fun.
I appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll come back and do our player of the game from Papa Murphy's right after this here on KTAK WYO Today.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK 93.9 FM and YOToday.com. Final score in this one, Riverton wins at 66-48. And our player of the game, this is another is what it is. Jared Lucas drops 31. He's our player of the game for Papa Murphy's in this one. I want to give credit to Coach Sheets. He always does an excellent job of, he's a great, in terms of, when mistakes are made, he owns them as a coach. And when credit is due, not only does he praise the player that, had 30, but the rest of the team as well. He's right. Team ball game, unselfish players. Jared didn't do it by himself, but he was the standout tonight. He is our player of the game in this one, once again, for the second game in a row. Regionals coming up on Thursday, folks. We'll be there. Broadcast will start at 11 o'clock with the girls' game. We'll have that for you on KTAK 93.9 FM. And then we will do a video scoreboard stream, so you'll be able to tune in that way if you prefer. We are prohibited from doing postseason video by the WHSAA. They have a contract with NFHS Network, with Play On Sports doing business as the NFHS Network, and we're prohibited from doing video. So we'll have to do a kind of a scoreboard look for you, and we tested that out for 1A, 2A, and it worked out pretty well. So that's what we'll bring you on Thursday. And then 1A, 2A state. Du Bois on Wednesday. The boys, Ernie has that game at noon on KWYW. And then Shoshone girls, Wind River boys, and Lady Chiefs basketball will begin for you on Friday. So Friday, Saturday for 2A, 1A is Wednesday, Thursday, and then same story next week for state for Riverton, if and when they go. And then also, Thermopolis regional basketball on Thursday, boys game in Douglas, and Donnie will have the call of that one for you on KDNO 1017 Classic Country. And that game, I want to say it was at noon too, but I'm going to check. No, that's a 3 p.m. game. Whoops, 3 p.m. game on Thursday for the Thermop boys. All right, that's going to put this broadcast to bed. I appreciate you tuning in here. It's been a fun first season of video for us here at the Wind River Radio Network, Ohio Today. We learned a lot. Instant replay is here. I tested it several times last week. Basically, I got to get some overlays made for it. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense to people, because what I'm worried about is I'll hit instant replay, and then people are just going to think that their stream skipped backwards a little bit or stuttered or something like that. So I'm getting some special overlays made for instant replay, so that way you guys realize it's instant replay and not your stream freezing and starting over or something like that. But I digress. I want to thank Kirk Baxter back at the studios for doing everything right for me. I appreciate you, buddy. And all of our sponsors this year that stepped up during what was, and I need to drill this in, what was a very uncertain time for high school sports. There was a lot of hesitation of, are you going to have a sports season? Are you going to have a football season? Are you going to have a basketball season? Due to COVID, and all of our sponsors stepped to the plate and made it possible for us to not only come out and cover these games, but to add HD video to the mix and to bring it to all the fans back there. We appreciate their support. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. I'm Eric Pauly saying good evening from Cody. We'll see you on Thursday for 4A regional basketball in Riverton.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck